right, what's going on with everybody, man? It's your boy Nico, Nico TV, man. I am the voice of the West. I got my good friend in here, good brother with me. Top Tier Podcast, my guy Ledge is in the building with me. What's going on with you, sir?
Hey, man, good man. Voice of the West, go brothers, always be here.
You a little low, man. You a little low, man.
Can you hear me?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
There we go. I hear you.
Yeah, man. Good. Feel good, man. Good to be here. Got a lot to talk about.
Man, dude, we got a lot to talk about, man. So first and foremost, man, shout out to all the good people in the culture. You know what I'm saying? Definitely appreciate y'all, man. We got some topics to lay out. It's really one central topic that we kind of getting into, but it's definitely gonna be about 2 or 3 different situations that just happened within the month of January that we got to talk about and break down, man. So basically, man, this show, man, we talking about that elephant in the room, man. Racism in battle rap. Are we overreacting or are we not reacting enough? Is there overreaction to the recent events in battle rap? And for those of you guys who are not up to date with what those things are, I'm gonna start off this first one. We got a lot of them, man. We got dude in a battle, white dude said the N-word, and that sparked a lot of controversy as far as should it be being used and things of that nature. Soul Khan, battle rapper, he made some very derogatory, racist, foul comments about Kobe Bryant. And then we got our most recent candidate for hidden character of the fucking year. We got Mr. Uno Lavos.
Here you go.
He definitely a hidden fucking character. I even think it's disrespectful to call him a hidden character, because at least these hidden characters out here have some fucking class and respect. But we have Mr. Uno Lavos, who decided to wear blackface to a battle. So those are the 3 things in the month of January alone that we have seen. I mean, before we get into the first, yes, he did. Kayla, he most certainly did that. Les, before we get into the first topic that we gonna break down, man, like what's your thought about, like, just an overview real quick before we break it down one at a time, man? Like, what's your thought process about this month of January, man? What you've been seeing?
Man, get me the fuck out of the month of January, bro. Like that's first and foremost. I said that when Kobe passed away, God rest his soul, him and his family.
Rest in peace.
Condolences seriously to everybody. Between that and what's going on within the battle rap culture, it's been a pretty shitty month, man. I'm gonna be honest. I think that I don't think we're reacting enough to it, man. And it's just crazy. Like, we had to Black History Month, man. We can't be having this shit going down any further. I think it goes back beyond just these 2 incidents. I think it starts off with how, like, easily and just how nonchalantly we kind of just let disaster say it, and nobody really had any gripes with it. And so it's kind of selective, because I'm seeing, like, a lot of people who, like, wrap their arms around him kind of, like, have gripes with, certain other people saying it. So I'm like, is it stature based? Because if so, then you're not really for the cause. If it's about the stature of the person, I'm saying, if you're gonna be about it, you gotta be about it. It's called being consistent. Be about it the board. So, like, my whole overview about it is just being consistent in whatever you. But I definitely think to address that and nip that in the bud. People are getting extremely too with our culture.
So now you cut out a little bit, bro.
I was cutting out.
Just a little bit towards the end.
Yeah, no, I was just saying people are getting extremely too comfortable with our culture, and I'm not okay with that. So yeah, we gotta nip that in the bud across the board.
Right,
Selecting
right, right.
who we allow to, can't be selective with who we allow to say it. Give the green light.
Yeah. So yeah, man, I see y'all saying queue up. We gonna get people on here toward, you know what I'm saying, towards the end, man. We definitely gonna get some of y'all on here, man. So this first situation, man, it pretty much really blew up on Twitter today for sure. Has to do with this guy, like I said, Uno Lavos. He is in a battle. I don't know the league, but it's out there in Philly, is what he said. It was battle league out there in Philly. And let me see if I can bring this to view for y'all, so y'all can see what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
So
and keep in mind this battle was a couple of years ago too. It's not even a new battle.
so this is this is the picture right here. You can see it right here, middle screen. And I'll also make sure I drop that in the Discord as well for y'all, so you can see what I'm talking about. But this is the picture right here. World Battle League, I think it is, right? That's Mr. Uno Lavos, battle rapper. And he chose to wear blackface to a battle. Now, of course, the culture wasn't having that shit. Rightfully so. And his, I guess you would say his response to it was that people are making too much of a big deal out of it. It's not racist. I wore it because I'm trying to say I'm the black sheep of Philly. Now, my first response to him is cut the bullshit. Like, we not finna be pulling no punches what we talking about on this show, man. Cut the crap. Cut the shit. Those of y'all on the Discord can see what I'm talking about. He also said that was war paint. For all my people looking at that picture, does that look like war paint to y'all? Any of y'all think that look like war paint? Because I don't. And I don't know what this dude was thinking. I don't know why he thought this was just not going to be a problem. I don't know why he thought he was just going to go ahead and get that out there and nobody was going to call him on it. But you gotta know that's not right. You have to know somewhere. It gotta be understood that shit like that ain't right, man. I'm gonna put some of these tweets out here. Liz, talk to me, man. Like the blackface thing, man. Oh, overreacting or not enough reaction, man. What's your take?
Not enough reaction because, like I said, can you hear me really good?
Yes, sir. I hear you. I hear you.
Yeah, not enough reaction because honestly, this is something like I kind of talked about years ago. This is actually an old video. Like this battle happened maybe I wanted to say 3 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago, and I was just like, wow, ain't nobody like we letting this ride. You know, obviously I didn't have my platform built, so like it kind of that fell on deaf ears. But yeah, nobody like for it to come up now and resurface. And it's funny how this resurfaced. This is how you know when people are petty. So we're gonna get into the other topic, right? About homeboy who said the N word. So what
Yeah.
happened is, so this is how this resurfaced. I'm gonna give y'all the background. So what happened is the league that supports that guy for saying the N word and booking him, who said the N word on their platform, he got booked again. A lot of the media, shout out to Let's Talk Battle Rap, Black Compass, they were like, yo, we not supporting. Anytime y'all book this guy who said the N word on the card, we done. We not even gonna give y'all any light of day. So the league out. Oh, word. This is what. Yeah, this is like that Nino Brown shit in the courtroom. Like if I'm going down, I'm taking everybody down with me. They was like, oh, so if y'all gonna do that, y'all gonna have to keep that same energy for this, and then presented everybody with this old ass video of Lavos in blackface. So that's how this resurfaced. I just thought that was funny how you don't want to be on the sinking ship by yourself, but it's crazy, man. Like first of all, war paint. isn't all black. Like that's one thing.
Yeah, man, that
Yeah,
look
shout
because
out to Cuban. Shout
cause
out to
see
Cuban who's actually served. You know, Cuban brought that up. He's actually been in the
right.
military. Salute for his service. He's like, dog, I've been in this military shit. We don't wear all black as war paint. There's stripes and lines. This is legit black.
Y'all can
So
see
you gotta.
some of these tweets I'm actually putting up right now. Yeah, I'm saying on the screen. You can see exactly what I'm talking about. Like E Hart was the first person, you know what I'm saying? It was blackface and the first round was super trash. And then his response to E Hart was, you must not know your history. That right there, that was hilarious to me. Like, you, a non-black person doing something like that, but they don't tell somebody black they need to know their history.
Wait. He told E Hart what?
He told E Hart, you must not know your history. Black face paint doesn't equal black face, dickhead, but whatever, be mad. That was his response to E Hart. I just my thing is this, man. If when this battle happened, you felt like it wasn't a big deal, you felt like, oh man, people are tripping, people are wilding, they're doing too much, I don't agree with the narrative. You know what I'm saying? If that's your kind of your opinion, my thing is, bro, once you get checked, like once people are visibly upset, once people are trying to tell you this ain't it, and you still steadily doubling down, like that, I mean, that is just wild to me, bro. Like, I don't know where he thought this was going to be able to be cool. I don't know who he thought this was going to get past. But it's like, bro, the doubling down, like, and oops, you know what I'm saying? What are you talking about? I watched the battle. Your face was painted black. You said war paint, but then said your city been treating you like the black sheep. That makes no sense. You was my guy, no doubt, but that's goofy, and what's goofier is anybody who was okay with it. Uno Lavos' response to oops was, bro, I really respect you. Don't join this dumb bandwagon. It's not blackface. Blackface is a specific thing, not just face paint. And then you see the tweet right there of Cuban saying most war paint has green in it with black stripes, maybe even some brown, but all black war paint, yeah, no. And I'm a veteran, this is bullshit. So you see the culture definitely was feeding this dude. They was not cool with this shit. And so I'm asking y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all could go ahead and put it in the comments. Put, you know what I'm saying? Give me your opinion. Are we overreacting? Are we not reacting enough? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Hey yo,
y'all tell me.
yo, what's crazy is like let's say in this crazy world that he really didn't know or really was trying to make this war paint, right? Let's just play hypothetical. You're a grown ass man within the black culture of battle rap. Black battle rap is our culture. That's the shit we stand on. You telling me you at home painting your face, not one time you think to yourself, yeah, this ain't a good look. This looks away. So either way you're fucked because you're a grown man and you not aware of us. I mean, you just jump into our culture and are not sensitive to the things that we grew up on and believe in. So that means you should probably, and then that's another issue within itself, allowing people into the culture who are not informed on our background, and our history, and our roots and things like that. But like, you know what I'm saying? That's why people like B Dot and Oops are needed in the culture, bro. Like,
Facts.
you know, you know what I'm saying? Like that's why these people are planted in the culture to like kind of really attack these issues that a lot, like I said, I feel like battle rappers be letting these guys get too comfortable with our and I'm not just talking about because he's not what he's a Hispanic, so it's not even just about white people, Caucasian. It's whoever feels like, yo, I love battle rap, but I don't want to learn about everything within battle rap because if you didn't know that this was a bad look, that's still shame on you, bro. Like, but he knew he got caught red-handed, and you like this is a bad cover up. And
My
I feel
thing,
like
and look, I
I'm done
seen
with it, bro.
people, I seen people on Twitter trying to say, man, this battle happened so many years ago, man. why nobody said anything. I mean, for one, it's a hidden character. But I'm just gonna call it what it is. The battle's a hidden character battle, right? It's not good. There's nothing good. It's trash. Just call it what it is. Hidden character. All right, hidden characterville. All right. So that would be one reason why, and then the other reason. Hold on, I just seen. So battle rap is black culture now. Yes, hip hop is black culture. If you look at the history and where it comes from, where it originated from, who created it, yes, it is. It does not mean, and I'll make sure I'm very clear on that, that does not mean that other races cannot partake in it at all. Obviously, you see a whole bunch of people. You have white battle rappers that are fire, very dope. You have Mexican battle rappers who are very dope. You have Asian battle rappers who are very dope. You have Filipino. You have all different kind of people in battle rap. The UK got battle rap leagues. You got people everywhere that battle rap. So it's not something to say where you can't be in battle rap if you're not black. But in terms of whose culture
Like,
it
come
is,
on, man.
it's
Who
definitely
asked that?
black
Come
culture.
on. What are we
Like,
doing here? Who
you
asked?
you gotta really
Like,
just saying something like that. Like I don't understand like what the problem is when you say it's black culture. I don't I'm kind of confused. Like, what is the problem with saying that?
well, it originated with us. That doesn't mean we're very. The thing is with black people, we're very inclusive with our culture. Like when it comes to hip hop, period. So yeah, we are the originators. That doesn't mean we aren't accepted. We're probably the most acceptive of our culture, especially in hip hop. Like we let soon, like you know what I'm saying. I'm not knocking any other white artists or any other artists that do hip hop that make money off of hip hop, but we embrace them. The same isn't reciprocated. Like you see what happened when Lil Nas X boy tried to do country. They tried to kick his ass out of the whole genre. Like
Facts.
you know what I'm saying? We're very acceptive and very inclusive. You know what I'm saying? If you get busy, you get busy. We don't see color and shape. But my problem is when you come into the culture and don't get yourself informed and just carelessly and recklessly misuse these platforms that you. So yes, this is our culture. We originated it, but it's not only exclusive. Like, come on, that's just like common.
There, okay. So his response is there isn't an ethnicity culture presence in battle rap. The most viewed is a Russian. In the U.S., it's an Arab. Don't do that. I'm trying to understand what does that mean to the point that we're making? Like, okay,
So views,
like
so
if
views
so if
dictate
you
who
so
culture it is.
let me just say it like this, bro. If you own a house, right? You own a house. There's 10 rooms in the house, right? You own a house. This is your shit. You own it. You created this. It started with you. You built this shit. It's your shit. You built it, right? You rent out these rooms. Now, somebody might get this room decked out. They might do extra, you know what I'm saying? Get this room decked out. Another person might just take the room as is, okay. Another person might do this. Another person might put this little slang on it. One person might have a Buddha up in one room. Another person might have a cross in one. You can bring whatever you want to this house. You can decor it however you want. You can put whatever of your style and your print to this house, to this room, right? But whose house is it? Who built it?
Yeah, yeah, that's a.
We not
that's
saying that you.
terrible
We
lie.
not saying that we can't have anybody who's white or nothing in the culture, bro. There are plenty of people of all races who are fire. Do you understand what I'm saying? Fire. But we have to keep it real on whose culture it is. It does not mean that you can't be successful. It doesn't mean that you're somehow less than. We're just saying whose culture it is. Battle rap, hip hop is black culture. That shouldn't even be something to be debated or talked about. Like, that's not disrespectful to anybody else. It's not.
Yeah, like. Do you think we're offended if hockey players say it's white culture? Like it is what it is. There will be some black dudes that get busy in hockey, but we know who culture it is. Like we're not like it's not like I don't even see how this is an issue or a debate. Like if you want to attribute views to making a point of who culture it is, Eminem would be the first to tell you that he's profiting off of black culture solely because he's white. He said it numerous times. Like just peep the song "White America." Think like that's a valid rebuttal to just talk about a number, especially when you're like a 101, like Oxymoron and Rush. Like when you got the whole country fucking with you because you're a Russian battle. Like that's a terrible, terrible rebuttal.
Yeah, man. I don't understand that angle. It like again, it's not disrespect to call it what it is, bro. It's not. Again, that like I said, there's all different races in battle rap, but the hip hop culture, battle rap culture, originates from black people. That's just what it is. Doesn't mean that no other race can be better or what. It don't mean anything like that. Do you understand what I'm saying? But just respect those who put the groundwork in and whose culture that you are a part of. That's all we are saying. So somebody like Uno Lavos who took the time, y'all see this picture here, you see what I'm talking about right now, a person that takes the time to put on blackface, to go into a battle, knowing full well exactly what that means in black culture, is supremely disrespectful. There's no way around that. Do you understand what I'm saying? There's no way around that. Look at this. Ben Swayze, fuck out of here. That was your motherfucking face painted black, a.k.a. blackface. Pack it up. Then you got my guy Capo, Capology Facts. Shout out to the bro. So what do you call it then? Brown face? Sure wasn't white paint, but nice try. I fucks with you, but after this, I need a concrete explanation as to what you were thinking before I'm out. And the only explanation that he has is you need to know your history. It's not blackface. And I did it to say I'm the black sheep. It's war paint. But then your war paint angle gets bodied by somebody who actually served in the military. That's a military veteran that knows exactly what war paint looks like. So, sir, to me, you at that point cancel Uno Lavos. I'm almost at that point because it'd be one thing if you did this shit, it comes out and you're like, hey, look, at the time I did it, I didn't know what the fuck it meant. You know what I'm saying? I'm hearing y'all talking. Okay, look, I'm willing to learn about this shit. If you would have just had a humble approach, if you would have had an apologetic approach, people probably could have I didn't want to say understood, but it'd be like, okay, look, we'll give you a second chance. Maybe you didn't know. Okay, you look and learn. Okay, cool. But the fact that you doubling down the way that you doubling down just tells me you ain't learning shit. You not even trying to understand what no person out here in the culture is talking about. You just so focused on you. You so focused on you thinking that you're right that you're not even willing to listen to another person who's clearly offended. People ain't just showing outrage for no fucking reason. Now, there is fake outrage in battle rap. Do not get it fucked up. There is fake outrage in battle rap as there is fake outrage everywhere. But if you see this many people on your line, I'm talking about veterans, you got social activists, you got different people from all walks of life are hitting you up and telling you that this is foul. And you still trying to double down with the bullshit, saying that it's not. Sir, you got to get the fuck up out of here. You not even showing enough accountability in this situation to say, look, okay, I did it. I fucked up. That's my, like, you not even saying that. So nah, man. I'm at a point, bro, where it's like Uno Lavos, he not some like top tier dude. He's not somebody that anybody even cared to see if he was battling like that. We just keep it real. He's turned into a hidden character over the last few years, so he's not even on that radar like that. But still, man, somebody who's within battle rap culture, who's been battling this long, you should know where the fuck you at and how to act accordingly, dude. Seriously, you should know how to fucking act.
But see, this is my thing, you know. This is my issue. Like, you're right, because it's easy to dismiss him because of like his tier. If and I don't want to put the energy out, but let's say a top tier did say this, are we dismissing them just as quickly? Because personally, me, I am, because across the board, I'm consistent if I feel a way strongly about something. But that's what my problem is with our culture. I don't know if we're as strong-minded enough as a unit that we don't always move like that. Like, do you feel like this would be a different outcome if he was You know, like let's say if he was like the white version of Hitman Holla, like he was just out here. How you think the culture would react to it?
Um. So okay. So my thing, I'm gonna leave it right there because this is what we talking about. We talking about this fucking dumbass picture right here, right? But this is my thing, right? I feel like if it was a top tier who did this, I think the reaction would be similar, and I think because of how popularity works, how certain people are, there would definitely be those fans who would be willing to say something about it. But again, to me, if I'm looking at all the top tiers that are non-black, I mean, to me, I'm just looking at it like if you looking at people like you saying like a Sharon or a Diz or an A Ward or a Loso or you know what I'm saying, like you got so like I couldn't even picture one of these people doing that. Do you understand what I'm saying? I couldn't even picture
I'm gonna
my
be honest
verse
with
walking
you.
outside and you know what I mean? I couldn't picture Reese or I couldn't picture none of these people doing no shit like I couldn't picture it. I couldn't. But to answer the question on do I feel like they would be quick to get rid of that person, I feel like the ones who are actually serious about the shit would. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
Because
is the ones that are serious enough? Is that enough of us? I think that's my problem. I honestly think like if Diz did this, I really don't think I don't think people would cancel him, bro. I just don't. I think a lot of people, you know, and like I said, I don't think he would. But then again, he comfortably said the N word and told Marv, "Yeah, I said it. Ain't nobody gonna check me," and nobody did shit. Like
but
so like
see,
I
yeah,
don't know. Like
but see this again. This is another thing that I like to put out here because I've heard a lot of people say shit like this, like, "Oh man, well, you just go ahead and catch they fade. You're not finna catch no fade." Look, bro, we grown, bro. We all fucking grown, dog. Not everybody is just gonna come out here to an event and just start catching fades. And just because a
no.
nigga
I'm
might
not
not
saying
want to
he should
push
have.
the, huh?
Yeah, I'm not saying he should have retaliated. I'm not saying he should have retaliated in a manner, but it was kind of just like a moment where he just kind of I would if you listen to the interview, he kind of just stood down and let him talk after that. It was just I would have had to challenge him every step of the way of why that was wrong. You know what I'm saying? Why that shouldn't have been said. You're too talented to even go that route to use that word for shock value purposes. You know what I'm saying? Like it was just none of that, and the culture just let it be. And
No,
that's
I definitely get that point and that angle. My thing is like, and this is no knock against Marvel at all. You know what I'm saying? Because this is just his personality. But Marv is somebody who he's I mean, extremely professional, which is a good thing, right? And Marv One
no
has been
fact.
a recipient of some of the highest levels of disrespect in battle rap. I mean, we can all remember what Pat Stay was saying to him in that battle, right? So I don't
Yeah.
feel like Marv One would have even jumped outside of his professional self and said or did anything to. So it's like I feel like people when they do this shit, they try and do it to people that they feel like, oh well, he'll be cool. Oh, this ain't gonna happen, and they just be banking on people's kindness because I couldn't see Uno doing this blackface shit in front of no beat. I couldn't see him do it in front of certain. I just couldn't see it. I couldn't like at all. I could not
No,
see
of course not.
him or certain people when they do these little stunts. I couldn't see it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
you
I'm
got
getting
you
it,
got an
and I
echo,
wouldn't
bro.
just. I'm echo.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Echo. Am I good?
Yo. Yeah, it sound good.
Yeah,
Sound
yeah,
good.
yeah. No, and I didn't want to bring Marv up, but I'm saying like beyond Marv, just as a culture, we just let it go. That's all I'm saying. And I think that's a lot to do with this star power. Like Uno Lavo says, nigga on stage. You know, I think we getting him out of there. And we getting him out just like we got Homeboy, who we gonna bring up, got him up out of there to a big degree. So I just want us to make sure that we're consistent all the time if we stand on. That's it.
So then here's my question. When you say you want everybody to be consistent, because somebody who is non-black would say, well, hey, because we, like you said, we about to get into the N-word. Somebody who's non-black might say, well, hey, y'all say it. So if it's consistent around the board, y'all shouldn't say it either. Consistency everywhere. So that's like, what do you mean when you say consistency? What do you mean? Like, where does the consistent mark stop?
No. I'm saying if you're consistent on getting mad, because there's battle rappers out that are mad that a white person outside of being black said the N-word. But at the same time, I've seen these same people be cool with this. That's what I'm saying. So you can't just be selective on which white person can say it. Like I was watching.
Did you? See, that's the thing. Diz ain't white.
Or anybody. I'm saying anybody non-black. Anybody non-black. Like you can't be selective on that. Like if you only feel like brothers and sisters can say it, then that's it. Because I've seen Miss Hustle on the Math Hoffa show say she lets her white friends say it to her. She said, like, because I consider them black because they grew up around me. And I'm like,
I would say this, right?
And I'm like, I'm not rolling with that.
Shout out to Miss Hustle. Like, if I say it like this to everybody, right?
Yeah.
If you are somebody who, and we could just jump right into the N-word conversation. I feel like that's where this whole entire thing is going, right? We could definitely We could definitely jump right into that. Let me get this trash ass picture up off the screen real quick. Let me get that out of here.
Yeah, that was super distasteful, man. Super distasteful.
I got rid of the wrong one. I'm getting mad at that. Having that on the screen, I got rid of the wrong shit. Goddamn.
And it's crazy because I don't even think Labos in battles. Like I think he like trying to be a stand-up comedian. It's great.
Yeah, man. Like Uno Labos know better, bro. Like we not even finna play this game, bro. Like you knew what you were doing when you did it. You knew exactly what you were trying to do, exactly what that means. We're not playing this. I don't know, and that's not what it is, and you guys are wilding. Like, we not doing that shit, bro. We know exactly what the fuck that means, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, transitioning into this, into the N-word conversation. So there was a battle rapper, white gentleman, who used the word nigga. Now, just saying the word obviously was going to get people in their feelings and get people riled up, but it's also how he said it in the battle. He didn't just come out and just say it like regular, casually, just in a bar. He literally said beforehand, "Oh, y'all don't think I'll say the word because I'm standing in front of you? Well, and then he said his shit, almost like he was challenging dude. That's how it almost came off to me, almost like a challenge. Oh, you think I won't say it? And then said it. And he proceeded to get hooked on because of that. Now, I know people are saying we don't want violence in events, but sometimes an ass whooping is warranted in battle rap. I'm not going to lie to y'all. Listen, I don't want no events messed up. I don't want no fights. I don't want none of that. None of that aggressive. I don't want none of that. You know what I'm saying? But, it happened. And so I ask again, Ledge, overreacting or not reacting enough?
No, I think we react. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
For sure. Yeah. No, I think we to this one. The coach seen that and quickly got so I won't say perfectly reacted to it. I don't think we overreacted or didn't react enough. I thought it was the right amount. It was enough to it was maybe so much that he got, Breakfast Club. He was donkey of the day for this shit. Like he got sent. He got sent. The thing is, he hasn't learned his lesson, and I think that's what's the most fucked up part about it is like he's now turned this into a whole rollout. him like, yo, I've been going through so much about this. Decided to drop an album and shit. I'm like, oh God, like you gotta be kidding me. Like he dropped an album. He's going so many platforms trying to spin the same narrative. So, unfortunately, he hasn't learned anything from this. He said it. I remember the clips him saying it wasn't that. He just doesn't get.
You cutting out a little bit, bro.
I'm sorry. Nah. He said on many platforms that it wasn't a big deal to him. So you gotta cut him off. So there'll be no coverage of him on my platform and many others. So I think we reacted accordingly to this. Definitely can't like try to call our bluff on a platform and say, oh, I can't say this. Say it anyway. Expect it to love. That ain't what we doing. Not in no 2020 doing that.
So my thing is, and I'm gonna keep it 100% real. I ain't have no outrage when Diz said it, because I see a lot of y'all keep going to this shit with disaster. I didn't have no fucking outrage when Diz said it, because I don't look at Diz as a white person. He's not white. And maybe people say, well, that's a problem, man. Diz saying that he's not black. Nobody who's not black, any non-black person shouldn't say it. Listen, to me, I didn't have no problem. I didn't take it as he was being disrespectful. I didn't take it as he was over here trying to say some shit on the slick side of the game. I didn't take it like that at all. You understand what I'm saying? I didn't. Now, I think a lot of y'all are trying your best to try and punch out of it with this dude, because there's a difference between somebody who is non-white saying it versus somebody who is white saying it. There's a big difference. There's a certain historical difference in terms of where that word comes from, how it was used, what kind of feelings that brings up for certain people. And for me, how I looked at the situation with the dude who actually said it, the white dude, I don't know what his name is. I'm not even going to try and give him no type of light right now. But I felt like, look, you not some 5-6-year-old child saying the shit and you don't know where it comes from. You not some kid saying the shit. You a grown-ass fucking man. And there's no way a grown-ass man living in America is going to be oblivious, a white male in America is going to be oblivious to knowing that saying the N-word is going to have a certain reaction in certain circles. Maybe the people you around let you get that off. And if they do, if that's their prerogative, go ahead and get that off the way you get that off, sir, around them. If they want to do that, more power to them. But when you get out here in the real world, because people say, oh, well, he grew up in the hood with me. He done caught fades and all that shit. I hear all that. He caught fades. I hear all that shit that y'all been trying to punch with. This is my thing. Keep that in your hood then. Keep that to your hood. Keep that to your neighborhood. Keep that to the city that you guys think that that's cool in. Because obviously when you brought that shit to that venue and you said it to your opponent was very quick and swift. It was reactionary. As soon as you said the shit, a punch came your way and you got hit in your fucking chin.
Yeah.
So obviously it's not something that was cool with everybody you around lets you say, because he didn't let you and you battling. Y'all handling business. And he said, fuck the business, fuck this battle. You got me fucked up and swung on you and caught you. He didn't catch you the way I felt like he should have caught you. I would have liked to have seen a good 3, 4, 5, 17 piece. I'm not going to lie to you. I would have liked to have
17.
seen it. But,
17 piece?
A 17 piece, you know what I'm saying? Get them combinations working. I would have liked to have seen it. But
a 17 pieces manslaughter.
My whole thing, bro, is just there is a history, again, with white people saying the N-word. There is. And we're not going to sit over here and act like there isn't. Now, black people decided to take that word, rebrand it for our own purposes, to socialize it for us to mean something positive, a greeting, something that we talk to each other amongst ourselves about, right? Now, I don't see why any other race would have any problem with what a particular culture chose to do with a certain one. Or excuse me, what they want to do. Like if another culture said, "Hey, this word that's used against us in a derogatory way, we're gonna flip that, and we're gonna use it to empower ourselves, and we're gonna use it just as a not even say empowering, just saying it as a greeting, saying it as something lighthearted amongst ourselves." If another culture decided to do that shit, more power to you. I don't give a fuck. Have at it. But my issue is that y'all have such an issue with black folk getting upset about it. This is my thing. That white dude knew exactly what he was doing when he said the shit. He even prefaced it by saying, "Y'all think I won't say the shit," and then proceeded to say it. So he knew exactly what that word meant. He knew exactly the reaction he was going to get to that. And he got exactly what was supposed to happen. A swift fucking hook to your goddamn chin. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't see anything that was wrong in that situation. Outside of what he said, the reaction to me, I would have wanted more. But I felt like the reaction was warranted. I didn't like the fact that people jumped in the middle and tried to break it up. I didn't like that. That wasn't a good look at all. That wasn't a good look at all. It wasn't.
No. They ain't trying to break it up. They was swinging on, trying to fight on his behalf, bro. That's the disappointing thing. They was trying to, dude came swinging, about to afraid to fight on his behalf. And I seen him on Facebook saying, he my bro, I'ma always fight for him, no matter what. So that goes back to what I'm saying. Like, our culture, like, to me, this is like, I be beyond just the words that's being said. I'm just thinking about the culture of just being accepting this type of behavior. Because think about it. He knew that, like, to not give a fuck, like, I'm white and I'm gonna say the N-word in front of a room full of blacks. You gotta be ultra confident to just say that. To feel like nothing's gonna happen. To be like, I'm gonna say it and like, I'm gonna get this bar, and so much so that he said he didn't think it was a big deal and got booked again. We just forgave him that quickly. Like, people are so thirsty for that type of buzz that he got booked in. So it's just, I don't know how much we care, really. I don't know. As a whole, I don't know. Like, to me, I feel like people have been shunned out of battle rap for less. And for him to just, because, like, what happens if he goes to that league and says it again? Like, what do we do now? Like, what's next?
I'm going to be honest, bro. If that same person goes to another league and says that shit again, he's basically asking for something to happen. That's really a challenge. If you say the shit again after all this, you just want something to go down. You just want something to pop off. Like,
I think he's going to say it again. I think he's going to say it again. Maybe not this battle, but that the buzz around him was probably the biggest buzz he's ever gotten. And people in this era, they use going viral as a drug. It's like it's a fucking drug, bro. It's right in the. If he has a regular battle and nothing happens, he gonna be like, "Oh shit, ain't nobody talking about." Yep, time to go in my N-word bag. You feel me? So, like, and because we allowed it, we enabled it. We got people backing him up that's ready to fight on his behalf, and we got leagues that are thirsty enough to book him. So, like, that, I think that's the bigger issue with me. Like,
so
that's a big issue with him saying it.
Because I feel like, people saying, well, there's a lot of black people who are just making excuses for it, saying it's cool, and they're not really upset. Okay, so then I look at the people who are upset. Like, I see, like, most of the main media outlets are saying, hey, look, we ain't doing no coverage of this dude. The league, we ain't doing nothing. Y'all booked this dude. We ain't covering shit. Right? I seen certain battle rappers speak out against it who have definite cachet that can talk about it. I'm seeing, like you said, it's been on the Breakfast Club. They talked about it and it was grilling. So enough people are saying this shit ain't right that have the voice to push that message across. So do we really need every single person to be on board, or do we just need the main ones who's gonna push that line be on the same page?
I think we need everybody on board because you present enough cracks, you will it will break down the foundation. You get what I'm saying? Like it the league it went viral off of a small league. You get what I'm saying? So what happens if another person sees that opportunity and happens to get booked on like a I guess I would call it true. For instance, I would call Gates of the Garden a bigger league than whatever league he was right.
Yeah.
Safe to say. Look what happened when Homeboy did the whole most disrespectful battle ever, the whole obituary thing. You know, sawing somebody's obituary, spitting on it, just tasteless. That's another thing. Like this is also just in the shock value thing. Like I'm done with like think if you're not creative enough to just get bars off, you got to have props and shock value. I'm off. I'm not rocking. But that thing went viral. So imagine if somebody gets booked on a white person gets booked on a Gates of the Garden. Now he's saying it on a much bigger scale. You get what I'm saying? But it all started with this first seed that was planted. So I feel like nipping it in the bud across the board, it'll give people that like, oh, they not playing. If you just like he's saying it, getting popular off of it, and then book, it's going to lead to a dangerous road.
But
I don't think getting hit in the mouth. I don't think that's like oh I might get hit in the mouth. I think some people are willing to take that trade off. Like yeah, I might get punched on, but the numbers I do, I think there's some people crazy enough that take that trade off.
But I'm gonna be real with you though, Les. The only reason why that situation got put out there the way it did, is because of the reaction. If the brother don't swing on him, we don't really get that viral moment, okay? Because it would have been nobody in that building outside of the battler who swung had a problem with him saying it. Did nobody check him? Did nobody say that's fucked up? Did nobody approach him? Nobody in that building said a fucking word except for the battler who was standing there. So for me, you know what I'm saying? I don't really think it would have been blown up out of proportion the way I don't think it would have even got pressed. The way it's going to continue to get pressed is
so you think the swing and you think the punch enhanced the whole moment of it?
Absolutely, bro. Because you got to think about it, bro. If there's no punch, and he's just rapping like that, then he himself would have had to have posted that clip of him saying the N-word. He would have had to because nobody else would have cared. Nobody. You understand what I'm saying? Because I went and watched the battle, right? And before he got to that word, the dude, you know what I'm saying, just keeping all things fair, you know what I'm saying? I'm not a hater. He was decent. I'm not gonna say he was terrible. He was decent, right? But when he said this shit, if there's no reaction, what are we talking about? I don't think anybody would have said a word at all. Moneybags was out here saying that shit for over 10 years. Nobody ever said anything to him. But when you have a reaction like that, that's that instantaneous, that's like, okay, a fight almost breaks out. Now people who are there and other people are going to highlight it, the league. Oh, man, fight almost breaks out, or punches were thrown in. Now you get this viral moment. So for me, bro, I feel like if he goes in battles and he says it again, man, you take your own risk the way you want to take it, sir. Me personally, I feel like as a culture, he need to get the fuck up out of here. Period. You know what I'm saying? And
but
again,
do you think?
Go ahead.
Do you think other people? Yeah, no. I was going to ask you. Do you think there's a possibility that this might lend itself to encounter? Or you think this is just a one?
Cut out, bro. Go ahead and say that again.
Nah. Do you think this lends itself for other people to say it? Like, do you think more people will feel free to say it, or do you think this is just a one?
Are you specifically saying white people, or are you saying non-black people in general?
Yeah, just white. We can just stick to white people. Do you think another white person surface, come to the forefront and say it and like pop off and be like, yeah, and you niggas think I won't? You think that's gonna happen again?
I mean, I'm gonna keep it real, bro. I mean, I'm gonna keep it real, bro. Big K said nigga before on the radio, live on air on the radio. He said it before and he got out of it. This dude said it, got punched on, he got out of it. Caustic has said very disrespectful shit to that regard in battles, and he's still battling, getting booked. So I don't really, to me, bro, I definitely think it's gonna get said again. But my thing is that you guys are playing with fire now, because now you're almost challenging people on a different level. Like, oh, I'm gonna just keep saying this shit and nobody's gonna do anything, and then you're gonna get that one person who's like, you really think I'm not gonna go there, and it will go left. Like, I already see this, like, bro, I could already see it being something that we're all gonna be like, oh man, we can't have this at events, guys. Please, we don't need violence. Please keep the violence. I could already see that kind of rollout coming from the culture, because somebody is not going to tolerate this shit, and they're going to press him and they're going to swing on him, and I'm telling you, I already see it coming. Because you already got attention from this now, so what's the next step up? Okay, you say it again, you're not going back on the Breakfast Club, so you got to do something even, the reaction has to be even greater. Do you understand what I'm saying? It has to be even more substantial. Like, you would have to get jumped, or you would have to really get beat up, or you would really have to have something devastating happen for this to get news again. He not getting no more fucking press. He go to this next league he's booked for, and the league that booked him. Come on, bro. It's all press ain't good press, bro. Like seriously, all press is not good press, bro. Like it's just not, man. But he go there and he says it again, and people in the building record it. Oh, he said it again. Nobody said. All it's going to do is make that league look like, okay, this is another league that allows slick shit like this to happen, and we not tolerate. It's just going to look like, so I'm saying, you're not really getting anything from this. The league that this shit occurred on, like, I see somebody in there said the league didn't even grow in subscribers at all. That's like, you did all of that promo, it's breakfast, all this shit, and you're not even getting the result that you wanted out of it. So, again, if y'all just let this shit slide because you feel like it was going to be beneficial to you, now that you see that it's not, I mean, leagues, it's really worth the headache? Because I see a lot of the top media outlets, I'm talking about the very top of the line media outlets and bloggers, speaking out against it. So it's really worth that to you to not have no type of promotion, not be able to get certain battlers to come to your league? Like, it's really worth that for you just to go viral on World Star? That's worth it. Really?
And that's why, and based on what you said about that Big K, you know, anybody, what's his name? Profilini, back in the day, said it versus Millennium L's. Profilini said it 2008, 2009, like on one of the early URL cards that had Tech 9 versus X. Nothing happened. You didn't get jumped after the battle. So I just think our culture is going to allow it. Like, I think more people are going to say it. That's white or whatever, you know, non-black, and it's going to be it. But me, I just, it's so distasteful and disrespectful. And again, our culture, I don't care, it's our, they come in our culture and just like, will, like, just not be respectful of what we're sensitive to as a whole. And say it, like, that's kind of crazy. But then again, you know, if nobody checks them, that's what it is. That's how it's going to be.
Yeah, unfortunate. Man, like for me, bro, I'm the type, bro, where it's like I know exactly why the dude said it. Like, you said it because you thought you was gonna be slick, and you know exactly what that word means. So you was challenging the dude that you was battling, and you got the reaction you wanted. And I'm pretty sure every single one of them that does it knows what they're doing. Me personally, I'm more or less the type that it's like, look, if you want to say that around these people, go have fun with that. Just do not bring that shit in front of me. That's the type of person I am. You know what I'm saying? And for the most part at battle rap, I've never seen a situation where somebody who knew what they should not be saying went into the ring and said something they shouldn't be saying. Now, obviously, if you want to take that risk because we in this shock value era, have at it. But I mean,
let me ask you something about like what Miss Hustle said. Like, how would you feel if you grew up? Because I grew up around white people. I've never gave any of them.
Me too.
I've never gave any of them the green light to say it around me. The fact that she said she grows up with him, they give her a file like, "Hey, what's going on, my nigga?" Blah blah blah, and she said she's totally cool with it. How for you, would you if they grew up with you from the dirt, y'all done shared, you know what I'm saying, clothes when y'all was youngsters, y'all done, went to hell and back for each other. Are you giving them the green light because of that?
So I'm gonna keep it real, bro, because I actually had a situation happen in my lifetime that, you know what I'm saying, where it was actually presented to me by a white person. So I'm gonna break down the story for you, right? This was maybe a few years ago or something like that. I can't remember where I'm at. Not important. Not gonna say all that. But what is important is the gist of what I'm trying to get at. So, white dude in question, he pretty much was at the same place. I'm around all my boys and everything, and he was talking about, you know what I'm saying, I because he's a rapper. He's like, oh man, I be saying it and whatnot, but I don't mean it as disrespect. And he's like, I haven't even asked him a question. I haven't said nothing to this dude. So it really was on his mind because I guess he wanted the nod of approval to go ahead and say it to me. And I straight up told him, whatever they allow you to do when you're around them, you do as you please around them. Around me, I'm not tolerating it. If you say that shit, it's a problem. And he took exactly what I said, and I didn't hear that word at all that entire night. We was out. So if you are one of them people white folk, who love saying that word and you love saying it around your black friends, they let you say it, they give you the pass. Hey, they gave you the pass. Some of us ain't giving no fucking passes. I'm not. Because if you come around me saying this shit, I feel like you challenging me because you know exactly what the word mean. Now this whole entire they in the hood and they grew up and they done did shit. It's a difference between somebody white doing something in the hood and somebody black in the hood doing something. There's a completely different reaction to both. Do you understand what I'm saying? Somebody black going to commit a crime, somebody white going to commit the same exact crime. There's a difference in how that situation is going to go. A complete difference in how that's going to go. Do you understand what I'm saying? So for me, I'm not blind to that. I see exactly what that is. And for anybody who uses that narrative, hey, if that's how you want to push your narrative, if that's how you want to live your life and your prerogative, and that's what you want to teach the people around you, you know what I'm saying? That's what you want to have people around you that fuck with you, you know what I'm saying? That's the vibe y'all want. Have that. But don't tell anybody, don't tell nobody who has a problem they wildin'. Just because you allow some shit. A nigga might allow a motherfucking woman beater to be in his circle. Don't tell the next motherfucker, oh, you wildin' because you won't allow that shit. No. Just because what you allow ain't what I allow. What you think is cool ain't cool to me. You feel what I'm saying? What you think is cool to you is not cool to me. So if you allow something in your circle, in your city and all that, have fun with that. No problems whatsoever. Have fun. But do not under any circumstance try and come at me sideways because I got a problem with the shit. What you allow is not what everybody else is going to allow. And everybody else in the culture, black folk, y'all need to understand that point. You know what I mean? What you allow is not what everybody else allows. So if somebody else has a problem and they want to catch that one-on-one, don't go jumping up in there trying to play Captain Saver, nigga word user. Don't play that fucking role. Let that shit happen. The dude who jumped in during that battle and wanted, you should have just let that, it's one-on-one. Let this shit happen. He not getting jumped. He not getting vibed. One-on-one. He said some shit that he knew for a fact would possibly get him punched in the mouth, and he got punched in the mouth. So in a one-on-one, let it happen. Period. That's it.
I see Cali Smoov say he want to chime in, bro.
Smooth been on it. He definitely want to chime in, and we definitely gonna get people on here to talk about it. I mean, me personally, bro, it wasn't something like when I seen him say it wasn't like, oh, I'm so offended in the history. It wasn't like that, bro. I just looked at it for what it was, bro. He said some slick shit because he knew the people around him was gonna have his back. He got the reaction he wanted, which was he got punched on, so now they can go ahead and make it a viral moment. So he knew exactly what he was doing in the battle. He prefaced it by saying, you think I won't say it? And then he said it like, listen, he did exactly what he thought he wanted to do, and he executed it. Bravo. But don't try and play this victim role and oh man, y'all wild and no. People ain't upset for no fucking reason. And you didn't get punched for no fucking reason. You feel me? Like I said, I didn't react to it crazy like, oh my god, this is the worst. This is such a rape. Like I just looked at it like, okay, he said some slick racist shit and he got punched on. Okay, end of discussion. But I just don't like this way people who are okay with it. You shouldn't have this energy towards people that aren't okay, that they're the ones that are tripping. Like you can't tell another person how to push his own narrative. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm trying to get at.
No, I definitely agree with you, bro. I think with these incidents and with these calculated moves, man, because like this was calculated. Uno Lavo shit was calculated. Like you said, my man knew what he was gonna say. You know, he wrote the round. He knew how he wrote it, how he framed it to say, oh, y'all think I can't say it or y'all don't expect, and then to say it anyway. I think when you see stuff like that, you just realize, dog, that we still got a long way to go, man. Like that's really like we can't think shit is sweet, you know what I'm saying? But you know, as far as everybody being on board with what we're trying to do, you know what I'm saying, as blacks, like in this, not just in music, but in anything, man. Like you see people going through it, you see LeBron getting his fence covered with like racial slurs before like a finals and shit like that. Like so even people at the highest level, successful black people at the highest level is still going through this shit. So it just always, not that it's lost on me because I'm always aware that we still got a long way to go. But if anybody ever needs reinsurance, they're going to reinsure you one way or another. That it's not, we're not at that place yet. So yeah, we just, you know, we got to stand firm like we did when that shit went viral and people pretty much got them the fuck up out of here. We just got to keep doing that, man, till they get the message.
Yeah, man, and I see certain people, like I seen like some messages asking like if it's a Mexican person dropping that word, does it offend you? And like shit, like I think they're like kind of referring to some of the Latino people we have in the culture who have said it. Like I've seen Cortez go ahead and say the shit. You know what I mean? I've seen different people say it. And I definitely, listen, I'm from Sacramento. They definitely have a lot of Latino folk out here who say the shit. Definitely. No qualms about it. They definitely say it out here. I've definitely been around some of them and do. But for me, the only people I have a problem saying it is somebody that is white. Because there is a certain history that comes from that. And if you are of the age that I'm at, if you grown, it ain't even got to be the age I'm at. If you a teenager, not even like anybody with common fucking sense, unless you're a fucking infant, unless you're a fucking kid, a child, anybody who has been in the world long enough, you know exactly what you can and what you cannot say. You know what's right, you know what's wrong. I'm not playing this game with the world where, oh, I didn't know, I've lived in an igloo for 15 to 20 years, and now I come out the igloo at 22 or 23 years old, and now I'm saying this word, and I don't know why people are mad. We're not playing this fucking game. Y'all live in America, y'all live in this fucking system, y'all live in these conditions, y'all know exactly what the fuck certain words mean coming from certain people. We're not playing this stupid ass game. We're not playing. I'm not playing that game. Alright? I don't have an issue per se. Like I said, I'm not gonna show fake outrage. I wasn't even really on a majorly outraged side of the game with dude who said the shit. It was just like, okay, he said some slick shit and he got punched for it. Okay. You know what I'm saying? I really didn't even really have no more reaction than that. My reaction was more so to the people who are trying to act like it's foul that people are saying it's wrong. That's where I'm like, okay, y'all niggas are wilding. But outside of that, bro, in terms of, because I've seen Diz has said the shit. I've seen people who are, like Cortez has said this. Like, I'm not sitting over here looking at them like, oh, man, y'all violating, y'all disrespecting. Like, I'm not looking at them like that at all. I'm not. I'm just going to keep it real. I'm not. And if somebody has something to say about that and all that don't sound right, okay, it is what it is. Push your narrative how it is. Y'all can holler at me. But to me personally, I don't take it the same way as when it comes from somebody white. Now, I do know that some of these other races do have some of the same views of black people as white people do. I'm not And let's make sure I say this too. We're not talking about all white folks. I see another thing. Are y'all talking about like all white people are racist? No, we're not talking about not all white people are racist. They're not at all. But we're talking about the group that is. So if you have a certain, if half of it is, if a quarter, I don't care what it is, there is a certain group that is. That's the group I'm talking about, right? There's a difference between if they say it and somebody else does. And for me, I don't take it to the heart if somebody else who's Mexican or somebody else who's Arab, or I don't take it the same way. I don't. I just don't. That's just me. That's how I push my narrative. Now I do know what it means if somebody's saying it to me in a foul way. I definitely know what that means, but I'm not. You know what I'm saying? That's just me though. You know what I'm saying?
I guess my final shit on this is my final take is at some point there's going to, like you said, there's going to come a time where enough people going to get hit in the mouth, swung on, and like I said, I'm super anti. Like I'm non-violent. I chill. You know me. I chill in the car with my lady. I go to events. I'm peaceful, man. I ain't had to put my hands on nobody in years, so I'm definitely not on that. But if you say this shit in these arenas and platforms amongst a whole bunch of black people, you are aware of the consequences. So to say it will have to be none other than the only word I can use is justified. It's going to be justified. You're going to have to take that. You're going to have to take that hit and get your 15 minutes of fame and realize that's not going to be the only time it's going to happen. So you're going to have to ask yourself, am I really, really that hell bent on saying one word that badly?
They are.
Yeah, so,
they definitely are. Because if you think about it, bro, this is just a societal thing, right? Look at all of society. Literally the only thing that, let's keep this real, really, really peak game. The only thing that somebody white cannot say or do that somebody black can do is say the N-word. That is literally the only thing somebody black can say or do that somebody white cannot. That's literally the only thing society that you can look at and see. That is literally the one thing. So I definitely feel like over time, and especially in this era of social media and people just this shock value era where people just want to, for the sake of fucking doing it, get on TV and get their 15 minutes of fame. Like in the era we in right now, that we in that era. People want to do that. So I definitely feel like we're gonna see it more. Sad to say, but hey, look, I just say it like this: if you gonna say this shit, news outlets, media, don't start crying to the reactions. That's all I'm gonna say. If something happens worse than a punch, I don't want to hear notes. I don't want to see no tears. I don't want to see no that's fucked up. You guys keep acting like it's not a big deal and he say what they want to and they from the, hey, look, I don't want to see no fucking tears. I don't want to see no damn all this. I don't want to see none of that shit because y'all allowing it. People are clearly not having it, and y'all gonna keep defending the ones who say it. So look, don't play victim when something happens. You can pick whatever action in the world you choose to pick. As a human being, you can pick whatever action you want. You do not get to pick your consequence. Human, you can pick whatever action you want. You don't get to pick your consequence. So to anybody, white in the future, white man, white woman, whoever feels like they want to say that, choose your action as you please. You have the right to free fucking speech. Do not get mad and do not play victim to the reaction. That's how I sum that whole situation up.
I concur. And if you say it in the famous words of Wu-Tang Clan, protect your neck. That's all I can say. Protect your neck.
Yeah, man. Hey, I'm gonna cue some of y'all. If y'all want to get up on here and talk to us about these situations, we didn't even get into the SoulCon. I don't even want to bring up SoulCon, man, because I don't even want to bring up Kobe name in no different light than what he should be brought up.
Me neither.
So he already canceled. He out of here. You said what? You said You said I want to know what he said. I'll drop it in the Discord. Matter of fact, I'll just tell you. Like I'll message you on the side. You know what I'm saying? I don't even want to bring that. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to Kobe, his daughter, everybody who was on that helicopter. Soulcon said some very foul shit. I'm gonna leave it at that. But I'm gonna cue some of y'all up though. Anybody who wants to get on here and talk, let me know. You know what I'm saying? Go in the cue me up room. Tell me, hey, I want to get queued up. And I got you. I see Cali Smoov. You're going to be the first one. And then we're going to go from there. Smoov, what's the deal, man?
I absolutely need to know what Soulcon said.
Back.
I really, you just threw me off with that. I had a whole mouth. Right
man.
Oh,
wait,
man.
what?
See, I'm not really trying to...
The reason
I don't want to...
The reason why is because, nigga, I almost got down with Coop when he told me he didn't know who Soulcon was. Nigga, I said, nigga, what? Pulled the car over? Like, hold on, what?
So now I'm sitting here looking like, oh, he disrespected Kobe.
So look, I'm gonna say it like this because, like I said, I don't even really want to get into it because I don't want to bring up that. Because I already went in on that situation, but it's like Soulcon brought up something from Kobe past and tried to act like we were violating for not bringing that up, and he tried to paint Kobe in a bad light. So I don't even really want to get into that. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is because it's already people done canceled him out the fucking culture. We done already got him the fuck up out of here.
Hey, on God, nigga, they put some shit like that on the news the other day, Nico. I was kind of mad they even played that shit.
Like I said, I got a blog on my channel. I don't even know, like it's on there.
Look,
I go in on them. So,
but like you know on the side note, yeah, you right about that, Nico. When you speak on, you don't even speak on that type of shit. That's the shit. You let people rest in. But like, what I was really trying to say is, if the white dude, because I was on it, if the white dude had the aura and he didn't ask or he didn't have that weirdo stigma, like you said, T money bags, you feel me? Like, nigga, he didn't come up asking, can I say, like, bro, I know white Crips, I know white Bloods, I lived in Chicago, I know some of the hoodest white niggas I've ever met that don't even know they white, that just don't, that got accents, that when they on folk, you know, they talk like, you feel me, that they say nigga, and they don't even think twice. It's not like, but they can get in any circle and be comfortable doing it because they niggas and they grew up in this nigga shit. So bro, it's niggas from Coop side of town that's white. You feel me? But they like they gonna approach you, they gonna shake your hand, and you're not gonna be offended. If somebody nigga like they gonna be like, you what's up? You feel me? And if you really tripping, like before you say you can't say that, you're going to be, where you from, bro? You feel me? You're going to ask that. Like, because you could tell, okay, this is a white. He from a black gang. He wasn't black when he in the county. You get what I'm saying? Like, so on a cultural level, I understand those people. I got a homie named White Rob, bro. He a gangster disciple from Chicago. And he white. But, like, he grew up in the foster system. Black families, became a GD at an early age. Like, you're not going to tell him that, but he's not going to ask you either. You feel me? You get what I'm saying? So if he approached the situation different, I feel like he'd have got a pass. Like if he was a nigga, like if he like y'all saying like, oh, he could say that in his hood. I don't believe he can say that in his hood. Like wherever he grew, I don't believe that because he wouldn't have had that aura about it. You feel me? Like you know, just
he knew something was gonna happen.
Like T money bags, bro. Like you get what I'm saying? Like
something was gonna happen.
That's all I wanted to say. It's like if you like, it ain't no. I'm in California. My man's Top Tier Podcast. I assume that you're in the East Coast. I don't know.
From Midwest Detroit.
Okay. Well, yeah, it's a little different in California. Do you know?
I know. Yeah, my pops was. I actually was spent my early years in San Francisco. So
right. You know, Stupid Young is the rapper. Coop. They got a little bigger than that. Do you know Stupid Young is?
I've heard the name, yeah.
Okay, he's an Asian rapper. He says nigga in every song. But he's an Asian Crip from a hood called Asian Boys. But like in Cali, like nobody's like, oh, you get what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, no, I know it's more free spirit and liberal over there in Cali.
It's more so like the culture. Do you stand for this? Are you really like, you get what I'm saying? Because Stupid Young is gonna ask you if he was battling, he wouldn't have said, oh, y'all said I can't say that? Like, nigga, I'm a Crip. Nigga, I'm from a black gang. Like, what are you talking about? I ain't never not said it. And they gonna speak on it. I went to high school in Chicago. So, like, I remember niggas told me I couldn't say that. And I'm majority black. than any other race. You feel me? And niggas was telling me I can't say it. Like, hold on, we can get down, bro. Like, you feel me? Like, it's just about you, the character. That's why I feel like dude ass deserved that smack because his ass was goofy.
No, he deserved to really get beat up.
He did.
Light punch, nigga.
Yeah, and I think people around him told him like, you can say that, bro. Go ahead. Like, I'm gonna be there. You get what I'm talking about? Like, I'm gonna be there, bro. You can say whatever you want. You feel me?
I honestly don't think they should have made it as viral as he did. The nigga might do it again.
No, they said he dropping an album.
Well, yeah, that's what we were talking about. He going for show.
Like they showed him too much. They showed him way too much attention for doing that shit, bro.
I want to
period. Like nigga, you're on a Breakfast Club. You asking, see what he think about it. You asking these real.
Nico, would I be wrong if I called him out?
Called who out?
Wolf James or whatever.
He's not gonna cover you.
Like I would do the most though. I would hold us down. I would hold us down, pocket check him, swing the pockets around.
Look, I'm gonna be honest, bro. It's not even worth it, man. Like, if anybody, it's really not worth it because it's like, bro, somebody like that, man. Like, this is my thing, bro. How I feel about shock value. If you wasn't that type of person when you like before you started rapping, don't be that person when you start rapping. Like, shout out to somebody like Arsenal who has always been mad disrespectful. He'll say the most disrespectful shit, whether you call it shock value or not. That's his personality. That's who he is. So if you've been like that your whole entire time rapping and battling, okay, cool. But if you somebody who in this shock value era is doing that, I take you as a person who is doing that because you lack rapping ability and you lack bars. You lack the components needed to be successful. So you have to go to something of shock value just to get noticed. So for me, how I look at it is, bro, like somebody like that, he not gonna make it like that because if you needed to do that, if you needed all of this extracurricular just to get your name out there, bro, you not built for this shit. You're just not.
What if we didn't do it to get our name out there, though? What if we did it strictly off, nigga? You're coming to the West, and we're gonna show you how we do shit out here.
But see, I ain't even gonna lie, bro. I wouldn't even want something like that, bro, because then if that same situation pop off, he says it, somebody out here swings, but then we have people out here that jump in the middle and try and break it up. Like, I don't even want that visual, bro. Like, I'm cool off that. And then I don't even want it. And then I don't even want this shit where people are like, oh, we gonna bring somebody out here and set them. Like, I don't even want that energy, bro. Like, just let somebody like that have their little 15 minutes of fame right now. They
you're right.
Let them have it and let them self-destruct. Let them go ahead and blow away. Because if you look at it, bro, all the people in the culture, all the white people, all the white dudes who have said something like that, have said the N-word in a battle. You look at it right now, who's remaining? The only one remaining right now is Big K. That's it. Like most of them
bro. We got to talk about the disaster situation. Because I was trying to get on with it.
Break that down. Because you crack city, you know what I'm saying? You a little closer to that situation.
Look, Disaster was born in Lebanon, and then he was raised in the Valley. He met Active in them a little later, like, 20s years, you feel me? Like, pit years. Then that's when, like, black culture started entering with hip-hop music, you feel me? But overall, no matter what, Arabs in the Middle East, period, they were, the racial slur for them?
Sand niggas.
It's sand nigga, sand nigger. They called him sand nigger. They called him that, you feel me? Like, a racial slur for Disaster's heritage is a sand nigger. You feel me?
That's not even a racial.
So like Arabs, they have the right to turn it around just like we do and make it something positive. Whether we're talking to them or whether they're talking to us. You feel me? Just on some real shit. Like the Jews out there still call them sand niggas. Sand niggers. You feel me? Like that's a racial slur to them.
I hear you. So, my thing was when I brought up Disaster. It's not that me personally. Look, I'm over it. Like I'm over like trying to be like the flag bearer of who can say it, who not. My thing is with battle rappers who say only we should be allowed to say that.
He is we.
Yeah, but I'm saying
he is we. That's my boy. He is we. And
no. I'm talking about black. I'm talking about black battle rappers saying only we. When they say.
That's what I'm saying. He is we.
No,
he's part of we.
No, he's part of black us. Battle rappers saying like, "Hey, we should."
Yeah, only black. Yeah, black. Yeah, there's black battle rappers that only feel like black battle rappers can say it. So my thing was, I found it odd that they chose that lane to stand on when it came to this dude, but didn't.
Okay, and it goes back to what I was saying about how he said it. You know what I mean? The comfortability of who he's around.
Maybe. It might have been.
100%. You haven't said T Moneybags one time. We thought T Moneybags was Puerto Rican. Do you guys remember this? If I'm not the only one who
we brought up
I definitely remember people thinking he was Puerto Rican for years.
Okay, we thought T Moneybags was Puerto Rican. He went on Vlad TV and said, no, I'm fully white. And we still let him slide because he swayed Hogan. Like, nigga, that's T Moneybags. Like, if I was in person and I met T Moneybags and we both about to do an interview at like some radio station or something, he like was popping on T Moneybags. Some of my niggas like, I wouldn't be like, what? Oh, what? But if Frack did, I'll be like, yo, chill. You feel me? But it's the aura. It's what you grew up around, who you are, how you address yourself. You feel me? I think T Moneybags might get out with one of us per saying he can't say that. I really do. I think he'll squabble up. Like
I agree.
It may be that. It may be a bit of that. I also think it may be.
It is that, bro. Bro, I know niggas in Chicago. I've never met you, bro. But I know niggas in Chicago that are white that you wouldn't say that to them. Because their aura and who they are, like, they would clearly be of this culture. And you would be like, oh, for sure. Oh, this Cali Smoov, homie? Oh, okay, I get it. You get what I'm saying? But I know, like, niggas like Frack or like a motherfucking Mosh Jilton, right away, we would all turn to him like, what are you talking about? Well, don't ever say that around me. Whether or not we swing again, but it's just like, bro, you're going a little too far. You feel me? It's being of this culture and of not. Like, nigga, have you ever warmed up top ramen in the microwave for 6 days straight because you had to? You get what I'm saying? Like, this shit real, bro. We really, really, we grew up on rap. My Nas raised me. I cried when Nipsey died. I couldn't cry when Kobe did. But hip-hop raised me. You feel me? Like, if you cut from that, we can see right through that. You get what I'm talking
about? I hear you.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just saying, I think also it might be like a regional thing. Like you said, in Cali, it's more free spirit. It's more liberal. Like, everybody, like, it's so diverse out there. Like I've seen dudes try to, like, get, it just didn't end well here in my city. And I'm not saying that.
Facts.
And I'm not saying that to be proud. I'm not I've been in and out of situations. Thankfully,
it's in Detroit for sure.
Yeah, like
facts,
it's way different.
I feel like though niggas shouldn't focus so much on how, like, let's say, like, we sitting here talking about it, right?
But this is healthy though. This is healthy.
Yeah, no, but facts. But I'm saying we're sitting here talking about it, and it happens during battles, and then niggas choose to, like, react to it after the battle. What did you do when it? No,
I wouldn't smack him.
I really don't.
I wouldn't smack him.
Just that aspect of it.
I would not have jumped in.
But he got a light ass tap on his chin, and then nothing else.
I don't know. I asked Coop. I asked Coop. Coop said, "I would have 3-piece, 4-piece." I said, "Bro, but what if it was Max Taylor?" He said, "I probably would have just open hand slapped him once." Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because we've been around Max, we know Max. So it's like, what if it was Max Taylor? Like, I probably would have just slapped him. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like he wasn't around. He, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's
he hit that nigga with that weak ass hook.
Nigga is such, bro. I done been at real rap concerts. In the crowd, like, I'm a big Uzi fan. You feel me? And Uzi fans be white, so every concert that I go to, Uzi's, bro, I be seeing white people right next to me saying nigga singing along to his record. Am I tripping? Never. I think it's funny. I don't watch YouTube videos where white people are fighting each other. Both of y'all type this shit in later on in life. Like, white people fighting each other, calling each other nigga because it's an alpha male word. What's up, nigga? And it's two white people fighting each other. Come on, nigga. Like, what the fuck? Like, okay, y'all mad and y'all using that word or something. Like, it's a real word that's used in every song that they listen to every day.
It is. It's normal. It's normalized. Like I said, I'm 33 years old, bro. I'm not about to fight over words. Like, I'm not
about to fight over words. Yeah, facts.
Yeah, like I ain't on that tip.
Yeah,
so
but it's not just the word. Like he was telling y'all earlier, like, it's the delivery of it.
It's the delivery of it.
That's the delivery of it. You know what the fuck you're doing, and we know what you're doing.
Do y'all remember the
Yeah, that was blatant disrespect. You know,
that was blatant disrespect.
Definitely sit here and say, okay, past for this, but you're not gonna get a pass for this.
Look, do y'all remember the first time Big Case on Angry Fan?
Yeah, I mentioned that earlier.
We mentioned all of them. We ain't, like I said, we ain't just bring up kids.
Bruh said he was repeating a verb. He said that nigga, and then like he finished the sentence, then he stopped and he said, "Yeah, I said nigga because that's what he said." Then he kept going. You get what I'm saying? But he said it like, come on, like it's regular. And then nobody stopped him. But look, the way he said it, the way he approached it was like, oh shit, I forgot I'm on the radio. No, hear me out, Coop. They're homies. Look. He didn't give an explanation. Cuz forgot he was on the radio. He was hot at A-verb, and he's like was talking like himself. And he was like, oh shit, I ain't never said that before in public. So he was like, oh yeah, well, ooh, you feel me? But like nobody stopped him because we felt him. Yeah. All right, we get it. You get what I'm saying? We niggas ain't tripping.
Yeah, but Big K really come on the stage with that shit. But it's different. Like,
yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Niggas livery.
It's a niggas life.
Like, I think
to me, I'd be bad. I'd go off looks and skinhead.
I think, Nico, I think it'll be cool to have Dubs queue up because, I want to he's from Australia. So I would love to hear how they treat that word over there. You know what I'm saying? Like just to bring a bit of a international perspective on.
Back.
I think
this nigga Dub said, just the other day, it's only powerful as if you make it so. I fought 6-7 times. Is Dubs black or white?
Dubs is black. Dubs black from Australia. So I
6 or 7 times over being called everything you can think of on some racist shit. I'm not mad if someone gave someone a nigga pass. Dubs, if you want to get queued in, man, just let me know, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Not even to switch the narrative, but like I was just telling
I'm a grown 33. I'm a grown.
We're disrespectful.
The only time it's cracking when you say nigga like you saying nigga. What y'all was saying about Lavos, like I can't even vibe with that because in my heart I know Lavos. I've shaken his hand and I know he's not racist, so I can't get mad. If a man makes a bad decision or if somebody rubs somebody the wrong way, but I know Nico knows in his heart. And I don't know if you've ever met Lavos, but I know Nico enough to know that he knows in his heart that Lavos is racist and that he didn't mean to offend you. Like, I know Lavos.
I'm gonna keep it real. I met Uno Lavos 3 years ago at a Shots Fired event.
But I know you're not immature enough to think that this nigga's racist.
You know what I'm saying? Definitely shook his hand. You know what I'm saying? Greeted him when he came here and all that good shit, right? I'm going to keep it 100% real with you, bro. I don't have a read on what he is or is not either way. I just know that...
Bro.
Listen, this is my thing. Hear what I'm trying to say to you, bro. Him wearing it, okay, people reacted to it. Now, if you wearing blackface, right?
Do you in your heart believe that he did that to
Cali Smoov. Hear what I'm saying. Hear me out, bro. He wore blackface. It got public. A battle came out. It was released, right? Came out. It started getting pushed that he was wearing blackface. It's out there. Now people are starting to come at him and check him for wearing the blackface. This is what got my attention where I was like, oh, he's one of them. Because if you get called out on something that you did that was fraudulent, accept that check. And keep it on a humble and say, hey, look, man. I fucked up. That's my fault.
In response, can I say this? In response, Nico? Can I say this? Do you honestly believe, or do you believe that any of those people? I think niggas is being immature. That's just my opinion. But look, do you honestly believe that he did that to offend niggas, and he's defending himself? Like,
but here's my thing, bro. Regardless of what your intent was behind wearing it, I'm not judging his intent. I don't know what his intent was when he put the shit on. I'm not a mind reader. I'm talking about once you are seeing, because I don't know if you on Twitter. Twitter, the battle rappers, E-Hard, Oops, a lot of people gave him hell. They going in on Cuban. Because he tried to say, hey, y'all wild and it's not blackface, it's war paint. Then a military veteran, Cuban battle rapper said, bro, I'm a veteran from the military. That is not war paint, bro. That's blackface. If you would have just owned it and said, look, bro, I did it. It's fucked up, my fault. I see that y'all reacting a certain way, and he would have said, "Hey, look, man, that's my fault. I apologize. That was something I did a couple years back." Okay, cool. We probably could have moved past it and just, okay, you're gonna get these punches, but we can move on with you. When you try to double down and defend it like you didn't do nothing wrong, and you talking to people about you should know your own fucking history. You talking to a black woman telling a black woman you should know your fucking history. That is what gets my attention more so than anything else. Him pushing his narrative about doing it, okay, however your intent was, have your intent. I'm saying your reaction to it is what caught my attention, made me say, oh, he one of them types. Okay. So now I don't know what he is or what he isn't. Because a non-racist motherfucker who has any type of understanding, bro, if they said something that was even remotely racist or fucked up and somebody called them on it, they not going to punch back and try and argue you down and tell you you're wrong and you should know your history. That's something somebody who got caught red-handed is going to say.
Okay.
We just going to keep it real. Right. That's somebody who got caught red-handed doing some foul shit is trying to double down and make it seem like everybody else tripping.
You my nigga, Nico. Look, I'll beat a nigga up for you. Let me respond. In real life. In real life. If a nigga swung on Nico and I didn't know it, and we all had an event together.
You already know it's all love on my end too, bro.
He would get boom, bow, ping, pow. You know what I mean? Look, swear to God on my life. Look. But look, what I'm going to respond to say is, you know goddamn well we being immature with this situation. That this man grew up in this culture with us. That he didn't come in this, and he's defending himself because he's like, no, I battled a military guy. I had a military angle. Do you know when I battled Uno Lavos? I don't know if you guys seen it. Got a couple thousand views, though. Check that out. But when I battled Uno Lavos, he pulled out a fucking wig. He pulled out a wig and Afro sheened his hair. And then he sprayed the Afro sheen on the floor, slipped on it. His homie called him and he was like, oh, I'm Cali Smoov, like, talking about my hair, whatever. You feel me? Nigga, that's what, he battled a military nigga and he thought he was behind war. Are you guys understanding that?
Hold on. I don't know if the nigga he battled was in the military. I'm telling you that another battle rapper in the culture named Cuban, who seen the picture and seen the battle, said that it wasn't a war paint. I don't know who he battled. I don't know. I'm just saying.
I'm gonna say us because I'm with y'all, but that's because we being immature. But like, bro, this nigga's not right. Like, come on, we being sensitive.
Yo, Cali, how are we being immature with facts?
Because look, I'm gonna tell you how we being immature. I'm gonna tell you how we being. We being immature. I'm gonna tell you how we being
immature with facts, though.
Look. This is how we being immature.
With facts.
I'm a battle rapper, bro. I done battled in 3 continents. I'm a real battle rapper. You feel me? When I battled Uno Lavos, I said, "What the fuck is Cinco de Mayo?" I said, "What the fuck is Cinco de Mayo?" Oh, that's where you fucking slumped me. Y'all stupid ass want one day to celebrate independence in another country. Bro, ooh, nigga. I said, when I battled Patron, I said, what's the worst part about being Asian? Is it them chinky eyes or women's statistics about y'all penis size? Pause. I can't imagine being Thai, feeling all weak and shy, knowing I gotta catch one just to think I'm fly. Bro, look, I said these things. Look. Patron is Filipino. Nico was there. He didn't say none of this about me saying this. Nico was there, front row, laughing. Wait. Let me get my narrative.
Nah, you're not finna push a false narrative, bro. You cannot push a false
narrative.
You
were there when I battled Patron, laughing at my joke. It was funny.
Hold on, bro.
It was funny.
Cali Smoov. This is something that you're leaving out, saying you're conveniently leaving this out, which I find it funny. No, I did not. Hold on. Time out. Why everybody? I'm trying to get a round off right now. Please, let me get my round off. Listen. Yes, I was there. Front row and center. Yes, when you did the angle, I didn't have nothing to say to you at all. No, I am not fucking Asian. That's not my politic to get offended on. I'm not Asian. I'm a nigga. I'm black. So if you say something that is going to be in my reference pool, this is what I say. If Patron would have came back at you and wanted some action, I couldn't say he was wrong. He ain't. You said something disrespectful about his heritage and his culture, and he wanted that. If he did, I'm not gonna tell him he's wrong. Push your narrative how you want to. What I'm saying to you, bro, is this. This is all I'm getting across to you, bro. We're not being petty. We're not being immature. Calling out the facts on Uno Labos. My only issue, bro. My only issue, because I'm not gonna sit over here and say I'm like superly outraged or anything. I'm not outraged, like crazily outraged. What I'm saying is, bro, is when you double down and you trying to come at people foul and trying to tell black folk you need to know your fucking history. That lets me know who you are. That's your character, homie. That is your character being broadcast on Front Street. That is your character.
Yeah,
because you could have very well have said, "Look, I don't listen. A part of me doesn't feel like I'm wrong, but you know what? Because so many of y'all are saying this, I'ma listen. I'ma get this game. I'ma take these punches, and I'ma move on with this. And I'm not gonna do no shit like." That's a nigga who not even on no type of weird shit. He gonna respond like that, period.
Look, this is what I'm gonna say.
This is being
about
real.
the Labo situation. Not the nigga that got socked. The nigga that got socked, we already established that. We all feel how we feel about that. It's how he said it. It's not what he said, it's how he said it. We established that. But as far as the Labo
No,
thing.
it was what he.
Hey, look, Cali Smoov, I will say one thing, because you brought up that Patron situation. Though nobody said anything, it definitely was cringy. We not gonna act like it wasn't cringy.
Nigga, that shit was. Look, bro. Look.
You did.
Because hold on, Cali
Patron.
Smoov, you had niggas in the crowd dressed the same way. I remember, nigga.
I put out nunchucks. Look, hear me out. Look.
You had a whole type of theatrical thing
Hear me out.
I remember.
This is a true story. It's a true story. When I got to the building, I was dressed in regular clothes before I put on the Asian costume. So when I saw Patron came with his parents, I was like, fuck. The word, he's Filipino, so the word flip is like saying nigger. You remember my third round? I was like, I figured I'd kill him with all flips, big clips, slide across the deck like a kick flip. I don't need to let the semi spit. Put a blade, he'll be against the tip. Chop the beat, he fired too. Game over for a little flip. Oh yeah, click Ben Savage. Oh, we Ben Savage. My crew known to jump flips like gymnastics. Why is he? I came to this battle and brawl for fuck fighting. I'll throw a flip off the wall like parkour. And I was doing the flips. But look, that's literally, and y'all was going crazy, but that's literally the equivalent. And his parents were on stage. That's literally the equivalent of a nigga, of a Asian on stage battling a black dude, and a crowd full of Asians screaming like, "Oh, nigga flips Nigeria, nigga this, nigga this, nigga this." Like, you get what I'm saying?
Cali Smoov, that's not the same equivalent, bro. You reaching for the moon right now, bro. I'm trying to let you cook, but you reaching for the stars right now, bro.
Hold on. Look, bro. I made a third round. I made a third round of flips.
Hey, Ledge, man, you gonna have to get in on this debate too. I feel like this man reaching for the stars right now, bro.
Bro, no, that's not reaching for the stars. I made a round of flips in a room full of black people in front of his parents, and they watched. His parents don't understand battle rap, but his parents are two old Filipinos who know they've been called flips their whole life, and they're listening to a nigga in a karate outfit with a Filipino hat on. My homies got chopsticks. I've been wilding, and I'm sitting here going, flip this, flip that. Nigga, I ain't a nigga you can amount to better. Fuck fighting. I'll swing on a flip like Capoeira. Why is he hard? We're like, nigga, I'm doing that. Nigga, and y'all going nuts. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay, so
I ain't gonna lie. That was one of the hardest moments in my career.
I'm gonna say it like this, bro. Until you brought up what flip meant, I didn't know what the hell flip. Like, I don't know what that means. So I'm really not gonna.
Okay.
I'm really not gonna have anything wrong with you saying something that I have no idea what you're saying at all.
Look, now I'm telling you what it means. And I did that, and nobody had a problem with it,
bro.
Nobody
Nobody who was in the building is on the show right now. I'm saying you bringing up an angle and you really coming at me, but I'm telling you, I didn't know what it meant. I did not know what it meant then. All I seen was you were doing a cringy angle to try and get at him.
Nico, I'm never coming at you. I love you to death.
No.
I'm mating with you. You my nigga. I'm never coming at you. I'm never coming at you.
Take the verbiage as me.
I'm just saying, like, it's a healthy debate.
In this debate, you're coming at me with the angle of, oh, you was there, but I'm saying, bro, nobody else is there. And even though I hear it now, oh, that's what it meant. In my mind, I'm like, okay, cool. He knew what it. He was the only one there who knew what it meant, and he chose to sit there and accept it. So I'm not gonna punch for somebody who's not trying to punch for themselves.
Look, exactly. But look,
Man,
Nico,
hold on, where
the narrative. Wait.
He just left the whole conversation. What's going on, Ledge?
Let me get this sentence out. The narrative ain't, oh, Nico, you biased. The narrative is that hit YouTube. That didn't hit the break. I wasn't talking here today. You get what I'm saying? Like, look, I did some full-on foul shit to their culture. I did some full-on foul shit when I battled Uno Lagos. We've all said some full-on foul shit. So Uno Lagos do some shit that's borderline disrespectful, and we all in our hearts know that Uno Lagos ain't racist. We all in our hearts know that this nigga's a stand-up comedian. He's I've paid to go watch him open up.
No, you can't.
I watched. Look, I paid.
Hey, hold on, Cali Smoov. Let Ledge go. Ledge been real.
No, wait. Let me finish my sentence. Bro, look. Uno Lagos has done stand-up comedy right here. I live in East Hollywood. I paid to go watch the nigga because he sent me flyers. Open up for real comedians. He's a real comedian. We all know this in battle rap. So the real comedian dresses up against the army nigga and puts on war paint. What is wrong with us? And now we offended? When I stood on stage with nunchucks and made a whole round of flip-flips, when I asked this nigga about what is Cinco de Mayo, and just like, come on, bro.
Cali Smoov, you're literally telling. This is literally your angle right now. You're literally saying, black people, why are you guys so mad at something blackface that has history when you guys didn't have no energy towards me getting at another culture and saying something that only that culture knows? That's literally what you're saying, bro. Why would black people be offended, bro, at some shit they don't know? And you're telling us not to be offended at some shit that actually happened that has history. That don't make sense. It don't make sense.
We go out and shit all day though.
Let me hear. Let me hear his double. Look,
hold on. You need to hear Ledge real quick, bro, because we gotta let other people get in on this debate.
All right, let's please get in. Please.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, man. Like, I understand what you're trying to make the comparison, but we, our like black people, we can't account for how other people take offense to something that's being said about them. We can only speak for us.
Fact.
So, that's a fact.
Fact.
So
now I'm saying put your boots on and stop being sensitive. Look, the nigga that said nigga, I fully agree with Nico. I was in the comment section like preach. He was saying everything I wanted to say. I fully agree. But with the Uno Lagos situation, where he wasn't trying to offend us, he didn't say nigga. He did an angle, and he's a fucking stand-up comedian. I'm going to tell everybody right now he didn't mean to offend us. I'm going to tell everybody right now, I've picked up Uno Lagos. I went to comedy places with him. He's a positive dude. Bro, my nigga's fighting cancer. Bro. He's a real dude, bro. He's a solid cat. He has no intent on being racist ever, bro. He just
I said this before you was queued up. Because I told Nico, I said, let's hypothetically say he didn't mean this. Let's say he didn't.
He didn't.
Okay.
Clearly.
Somebody's echoing.
Somebody gotta fix that, man.
Hold on, wait. I get his narrative.
Hold on, let Ledge go.
Yeah, I said hypothetically, let's say it wasn't ill intent. The fact that you took time to paint your face.
Smoov, your mic is wilding right now, bro. You gotta fix that echo. You got a mad echo going on, bro. Go ahead, Ledge.
Yeah, the fact that you are coming into a battle and you say, you know what, I'm gonna paint my face. I'm gonna paint it all black and not be self-aware of what you were doing heading into the battle, to me speaks even more about you not giving a fuck about the culture as a whole and to being aware enough to know how this might come across. So like either way you're fucks to me. So either you did it intentionally or you unintentionally did it and you are not like you. Uno Lagos has been in the culture for a long ass time. So to stay at the crib, paint your face, look at it in the mirror and say, yeah, this'll work. And not think to yourself, yo, this looks away. Not to get to get opinions on it, like, yo, do you think this will look crazy if I came out like this? But then to come on Twitter and say this isn't blackface, this is war paint.
Wait,
to double down.
My thing is why make an excuse you know is false, bro? Like why lie about it, bro? Just call it what it is and just own up to it.
Okay, now we gonna. Okay, please let me respond. To
Go
that.
ahead.
My boy made a solid point. Respect, love, always. But look, you said to look in the mirror, to prepare for this, to do that, bro. In the beginning, you must have missed it. But when I battled Uno Lavos, he came with a fucking curly wig that looks like my hair. He came with the outfit. He slipped on his Afro Sheen, bought a bottle of Afro Sheen, sprayed it in the air, and made fun of my hair. He's a fucking comedian, bro. He's battling a dude that. Now wait. Let me finish my sentence.
Cali Smoov. This is the one reason why.
Wait. Let me finish my sentence.
No. Cali Smoov. You have to hear this, bro, because this is context, bro. Hold on. Listen to this content, please. You have to hear this because this is relevant to what you're talking about. I'm trying to help your argument right now so you can come from a factual perspective.
Thank you.
Uno Lavos being a comedian, I respect it. 100. Okay, cool. He is fun. Okay, hold on. Your mic echoing. You got a mad echo, bro.
Not me.
Yeah, it's coming from you. I don't know if somebody else.
I got an iPhone 11.
I'm just telling you what it is. Listen. The whole he's a comedian thing, respect to him. He a funny dude. I watched his battles in the past and he's had some funny shit to say. In this situation, bro, Uno Lavos was not trying to. This was not comedy, comedian stand. This was not that, bro. You have to watch this battle to see what I'm talking about. He was literally using the blackface. He painted his face black to say, in Philly, I'm the black sheep that y'all look past. It was not on no comedic shit. It was a serious ass bar. I'm the black sheep. That was his angle. Now, when he was called on it and people were like, hey, that's blackface, you wildin', his response was, you need to know your fucking history. You need to do research on your own fucking history. And it was war paint. Then somebody who is an actual military veteran looked at the picture and said, look, I've been in the military. I'm a vet, bro. That's not war paint. That's straight up blackface. He's still punching out of it with other excuses. All I'm saying is my only point is just own up to it, bro. The more you make excuses, the more it makes you look suspect.
He lied to me because Cuz told me straight up and down. He said, I was battling a war dude. I had a silly angle about him being in the military, and I painted my face to make fun of him being in the military. That's what he told me.
So where in what military have you ever seen all black paint? Where? Because military veterans don't even see this, haven't even seen this shit.
So Nico, you know what he did then?
You know what he said? Bro, I'm just asking questions.
So straight up and down in your mature voice, Nico. So you know what he did? He said, fuck it, I'm going to offend black culture today. I got a 1 million view battle. I got a battle. Let me just offend everybody.
Again, I said this earlier. Bro, you not hearing me. I said earlier, bro, I'm not talking about what his intention was when he painted his fucking face. I don't know what his intention was at all. I am only responding to what I've seen on Twitter of his excuses not adding up. All he had to say, this is literally the only thing, and we not even having this conversation. Hey, look, I see everybody's outraged about this. It was never my intention to offend none of y'all, but I do hear what y'all saying and where y'all coming from. But my apologies if I offended y'all. If you say that, bro, we not talking.
Smoov. If he say,
he gonna do that. He gonna do that.
Smoov. If he say this is not my intent, but I can see how it looks crazy, it's cool. But
all right, we gonna do that.
That's bro. The only reason why we going at him, bro, is because everybody. Oops getting nominated for a fucking Oscar for his fucking work on a fucking movie in the community, bro. He literally a black person putting in work every single day on the front fucking lines. Oops, telling this nigga it's foul, and he's still trying to punch out of it.
Bro,
that's what
is
getting my attention, bro. Just accept it, bro.
Nico,
just accept the punches, bro. Say you fucked up. Accept the punches, roll with it, and move on. That's it.
Nico.
Stop acting like niggas is tripping for calling them out on it, bro.
I'm a full black activist too. I'm like a full black activist that you know that. You know, I feed homeless. You know, I teach kids. You know, I'm in schools. I'm a substitute teacher for real. I got 2 degrees. You know, I'm a black activists. You
We
feel
not,
me?
we not calling your credentials or what you do in the question. What I'm saying is that if you have people out here from all walks of life that are telling, I'm not talking about just one walk of life. I'm talking about their street niggas calling them out on it, military veterans calling them out on it for his excuse. So I'm talking about social justice work. I'm talking about all different walks of, all different black folk are on this
being
dude's
immature.
line calling him out. The only response he should have had, if he is the first thing he would have said, "Hey, it wasn't intended to be disrespectful. I wasn't meaning it to be blackface. I wasn't intending it to be that way. But look, y'all saying it's like this. That's my fault. Niggas would have left him alone, and it don't even become a topic, bro. It's literally a topic because he tried to double down on some shit instead of just letting it go. Like that's why we having a conversation.
That's literally facts because you can't tell us how we feel about it. And
That's
I feel
all
like
I'm
that
saying,
for anybody. Bro. If we tell you something, like, if niggas tell you they're offended by something you did, you can't tell us why. We can tell you, and you should either apologize and explain yourself. And exactly what way you just said. Yeah, it wasn't meant to be like that. This is what it was meant to be.
Because look, bro, because if he would have apologized, if he would have came back and would have said, "Hey, I'm sorry," we're not looking at him like no bitch. We're not looking at him like no mark. It's okay. Look, you did something.
Facts,
people got offended, and you apologized.
If the look was bad, yeah, nigga, you should apologize for that.
That's like, bro, that's like me coming on this show and saying something so outrageous and so foul, and then I don't say hundreds. I'm just saying, let's say a majority of people. Top names, people who we look at and respect are telling me, Nico, that ain't it, bro. I use this situation. I had a post on Facebook. The last time I was on Facebook, right? I made a post and niggas came at me. My homies hit me who have nothing to do with battle rapping. Was like, Nico, bro, I know you feeling a certain way right now about what just happened, but bro, that post ain't it. You looking real corny right now, real clownish, bro. You need to delete that fucking post. I didn't say shit, but go and delete the post and understood. I'm not sitting over here arguing. Look, these niggas not finna lie to me. The outrage ain't just fake, bro. So if a nigga come at you trying to say, look, bro, this is looking foul, explain yourself. All you gotta do is say, look, my intention was this, but if y'all telling me it's foul, my bad. That was not my intention. That's it.
Facts. In facts, that's what I'm saying. Especially if you're not black. If somebody black is telling you like, hey, this shit ain't cool and you're part of our culture, you have to understand that. To me,
because I'm like, bro,
period, as anybody.
I didn't even like. When I seen the blackface, bro, like I knew it. Like, okay, it's offensive, but it's not like, oh, I'm like overly offended. Oh my god, he's a racist. Like, no, I just looked at it like, oh, okay, he wore blackface. Okay, is that who he is? And so when I seen it, and then I see people talking about it, I'm like, okay, well, let me go ahead and check this little post where they going in. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of comments, lot of tweets on this thread. 20-some comments.
Me for one,
down, bro.
And as a nigga, you want to see him defending himself because we're rooting for him. So we want to see you defend yourself in this situation.
Me for one, I'm not a reactionary
in
person.
Reality,
I'm not a reactionary person, so I'm like, let's see do you provide context? Because first of all, it looks like that's what I'm saying. For you to not even see our perspective and be like, okay, I can see how it looks. It's the thumbnail. It's the thumbnail for their battle. So when you see it as the thumbnail, when it's the thumbnail for your battle, it's going to naturally be reactionary. So now it's on us to see the context of it. Like, let's see what it looked like. So when I look at the battle, there's no connection with war or anything that he's saying. So now it's like, okay, there was the black sheep shit. Nah, we're not taking that. Now we want you to verbally explain what's going on.
No, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna spin this two positive. That's my little homie. I'm gonna double back and I'm gonna chop it up with him again, like cause you told me something. But I'm gonna make sure Nico get the exclusive. Luno Lavos explains blackface.
Yeah,
I need Kaz's opinion on this because I know he's not racist. I know he's stupid.
This not even about him being racist.
I'm like, bro, I'm being real, bro. I don't have an opinion about him being racist or not.
This is not about that.
My attention was just like, bro, once you got called out for it, the only thing you had to say was, I hear that you saying it's blackface.
It's about doing. It's about doing something important.
Don't hold back on your interview. If you guys are offended, my apologies. That was not my intention. That's literally, bro. I'm telling you, if he does that within the first tweet, bro, we're not having this conversation, bro. I'm literally telling you this, bro. I'm telling you this, bro.
Yeah, it's just not. It's about doing something in poor taste and not seeing the side of where we're coming from with it, and doubling down with a bad rebuttal, like a bad rebuttal. That
Cali Smoov, bro. Let me ask you a question, bro. You do something out here. We ain't gonna say what. We'll just say you do something, right? All your homeboys tell you, every single last one of your homies, all the people that you would die for, all the people you would fight for, they all telling you, hey, bro, you foul in this situation. Now, to you, you don't think you was foul, but everybody you fuck with is telling you you are wrong. Are you still going to sit over there and punch at them and argue with them and go at them when they're trying to give you game?
Since it's a hypothetical situation.
Yeah, hypothetical.
Now, since it's a hypothetical situation, we're speaking from the real overview. Am I really wrong, or are they really wrong?
Okay, so let me ask you a question.
Look.
Let me follow up with this then, bro. Do you feel like the people around you would sit there and blatantly bold-faced lie to you about something they're trying to tell you is not a good look? These are people you trust. These is people that you trust. These are people who are respected. Respected people. You respect.
If I tell you,
like, I'm just saying, your homies, these are niggas that you fuck with, niggas that you around all the time, you get money with, you know what I'm saying? You doing all this shit
bro,
like, bro,
I've done that,
around you, bro.
I've done that, bro. I've done that. I would against the grade a bit right. I would against the grade a bit right, bro. College was, you know what I mean? Like, shit, I did shit that people said wasn't the right thing to do, and I knew it was. So, what I'm saying is,
bro, what I'm saying is, bro, is that would you still fight back out of it and be like, you wrong, y'all don't know your history, man, you need to learn something, y'all need to, like, would you really have that rollout, or would you just be like, hey, look, bro, that's not what I was trying to do, but I see y'all point, you know what I'm saying, my bad if it makes
that's why you're gonna get the exclusive, because I feel like, because I'm on here battling for bro, and I feel like he kind of lied.
But you're not hearing me, bro. We're not saying we have not one of us on, but see, bro, not one of us have said that he's racist, bro. Not one of us is saying that. I'm not saying that. I ain't seen nobody in the comments say. We're not saying he is. We're not even punching on that. All we're saying is that, bro, you did something. People got the reason why it's a topic, bro, is because he came back at it like, y'all wrong. Y'all wrong. Yeah. Like, bro.
And I feel that, like, some people feel a type of way about it. You should be able to say, hey, this is what it meant. You should be able to explain yourself and have a good, like.
Yeah, he explained it to be a little different.
I'll say this, bro. His delivery and his responses was what got the outrage, bro.
It looks in poor taste when you double down and say it's war paint when it isn't, and then when you get defensive and tell us we need to know our history, what are we supposed to gain from that?
Yeah, like why on earth would you even say
they need
like
to know their history,
bro?
Hey, I'm gonna be real, babe. Yeah, I'll fuck me up tonight. Two of y'all, but y'all double.
Cali Smoov, man.
No, that's Cali a real one, dog. But
look, I'm gonna be real though. I had a conversation with him personally, and he was like, "Look," and I'm gonna be real with y'all. He was like, "Smooth, nigga, I've been around your homies, nigga," and I'm like, "You right, of course, you're not. You've been around my girl, you've been in my crib, like you're not racist. What happened?" He's like, "Nigga, I'm battling him and I put on some war paint. The same way I put on the Afro versus you." That's what he tells me. I said, and that's what everybody. I said, bro, you can come to any event. Nobody gonna touch you. Like, nigga, I'll talk to everybody. I'm part of Crack City. Like, bro, that's corny. That's why people threatening you? That's weird, bro. You a comedian. They don't understand that? No, they don't understand. I'm joking.
But he has to.
That was the conversation that we had. You feel me? One and only conversation. That was it. I saw it, and I hit a person that I'm cool with that's been in my crib. You know what I mean? That's held my nephew. Like, I hit him. What's going on? And that was his response. You get what I'm saying? So I'm on here like, y'all being immature. I wasn't immature. Niggas wasn't immature when I battled him. I said some shit about Mexicans.
But I ain't gonna lie though, Smooth. I think, bro, just from if somebody got offended, bro, if you got offended at something, bro, who am I to try and tell you why you shouldn't be offended? That's your emotion. That's your feeling.
Exactly. That's
so
why I said
that's the reason
Nico
why
did.
this shit goes into what it went to, because it's like,
Look,
bro,
that's
you
why I
literally
said
got called
that's
out
why I
for
said
something.
to what Nico a top tier. Because look, I'm hearing y'all opinion, and he did a couple highlights you. He did do the exclusive with you because we from the West, so you need it more than anybody, and he'll listen to me. But he'll come on here and he'll give a real excuse. And in real life, for Uno Labos, I will say he's not racist. He's a silly, stupid motherfucker. He's a comedian. But the farthest thing he is racist.
And
you know what? A lot of people want to go tell man one not to say nigga, man one
here's the thing though, bro. I like for Uno Labos, just talking about him, bro. Do I think that he's a racist? Do I feel like no? But I do look at that situation a little side eye, because, and I look at him side eye.
If it is what y'all say, because I'm talking. But
regardless of what you are or not, your response to it now gives me a reason to look at you side eye, like, I don't really know about this dude. I don't know. Like, that's all I'm saying. I'm not shitting on him as a man or anything. I'm just saying his reaction. Okay, it makes me wonder now.
You're a nigga. Feel like a lot of
look, yeah.
Period.
Yeah, it just looked wild, man. He calling it war paint, but he just got on black paint with no like camouflage. He got on a fucking black hoodie. Then even his hands are the same color as his face. Like,
bro, his face says so much shit, and he doesn't even have to call you a nigga.
That shit looks crazy, man.
Like, seriously,
David.
Look, I say that
shit looks wild, bro. Yeah, I would love to hear him come on the show. Definitely.
Bro, I'm gonna give you another battle rap situation that happened in which somebody did something or said something, and the reaction to it was completely different, and people got over it. T-Top, when he battled JC at Traffic 3, he had a Kanika Jenkins bar. Now, for those of you who remember who Kanika Jenkins was, young lady, black queen, who was found dead, murdered, and she was stuffed, I think it was in a freezer, right? And this was maybe a couple months, 2-3 months around that time, right? Now, when that battle comes out, everybody is in outrage. The family was outraged. People in that city, I think it was in Chicago, they was outraged. A lot of people was majorly outraged. A lot. And T-Top response was he apologized. Now, two situations where something that was said or done had people in an outrage. But his reaction was to, hey, look, on the humble, I apologize. It was not my intention to do anything like that. I didn't mean no harm by it. I apologize. That's my fault. People got over it. We not even talking about that with T-Top no more. That's not even a discussion, not even a conversation. Now I'm looking at this dude right here. You wore blackface. Regardless if you feel like you was right or wrong, we're not here to go ahead and debate any of that. What we are going to debate, though, is once people had a response to you that was saying that it was foul, it looked wild, you're wrong for this, and you're trying to combat them, and you're trying to come back at them with negative energy, and you're trying to come at them with negative responses, you need to know your history. You need to do this. Y'all don't even know what this is. This doesn't mean, like, bro, you're telling a bunch of black people who are clearly trying to express themselves a certain way, and you're trying your best to punch out of this, bro. It just looks crazy. In the future, just hold the L. That's all. You know what I'm saying? We're not looking at you no different. We're not even tripping on you if you just have a regular response, bro. At all.
Yeah, like, explain yourself way better. Come out with just a written joint. Like, look, this was my intent. Like, a full thing. Like, yo, so in this battle, I was going against this person. I took this approach to this angle. But looking back on it, it does look crazy. I can see how I never wanted to represent and it doesn't make you look like less of a man. It doesn't make you like a sucker. It doesn't make you like any of those things. It make you like a real stand-up dude for addressing it properly. But to be mega defensive about it and like judge us and say we don't know our history and try to just like throw out some lazy excuse and just call it war paint, not knowing that there's military. Like, there's a lot of people within the battle rap culture that served in the military, from Mojo, who's a really established a lady in the culture who does interviews from, I think, Vada Fly Serves, did in the military. What's his name? Dree from Champion, and Cuban who addressed them. Like, there's people in the military that was like, don't, like, that's disrespectful for people that serve for our country to like try to hurry up and throw that out there and like insult them. Like, that's another insulting thing. So like, you're insulting the black community as a whole. Now you're insulting military by calling it war paint. You know what I'm saying? With people who really served and really about that life. So like, you doubled down and fucked up even more instead of just saying, yo, this wasn't my intent, but it does look, it's the thumbnail looks wild. You in the hoodie, your hands are discolored in your face. Like, it's bad, man. So yeah, he gotta own up to it, or like you said, like, you know, explain that way better. It's crazy.
Hey, Ledge, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Battle rap's such a forgiving fucking culture, bro. If he come out with a response tomorrow after all this backlash, after all this back and forth, talking crazy, after all this shit that he done said, bro, if he come out tomorrow and say, I apologize, I sincerely apologize, or I apologize to everyone. This is definitely not my intention. I'm definitely not that kind of person. If he did that, bro, niggas is gonna move on. They ain't even gonna be tripping on him no more, bro. Like, for real, nobody even gonna be tripping on him, bro. Like, honestly, like, the battle rap a forgiving ass culture, bro. We're not even on that time. Like, there's only like a couple things you could do in battle rap that could really get you like no forgiveness. There's like maybe one or two things, bro. So. No, Lavos, man, we not calling you no racist. We not saying nothing like that. Or at least I'm not. I'll speak for me. I'm not. I'm just saying I
don't think he's racist, but
the
I think
responses and everything just give me a reason to pause and say, okay, look, this look a little shaky right here. You know what I'm saying? I need you to just own up. That's all. You know what I'm saying? That's it. That's all. Hey, Smoov, I got
that
you.
Looks
Smoov,
great.
it keep echoing from. I don't know what it is, bro. You be having an echo from time to time. But you on here.
Like, look at that, man. That looks crazy. Like, that looks crazy.
Yeah, it does.
Like, it looks crazy, bro. Like, what is this?
Like, what is that? Man. I don't know that anybody else have. Willie B, did you still want to get queued? I didn't know if anybody else wanted to get queued in and talk about it. I don't really know. I know we done really went in on this for a couple hours now. I think.
I think all was said to be said. I think I appreciate Cali Smoov bringing his perspective on it, though, his point of view, though. Like, I think that was needed, and like you said, if he can get Uno on here for y'all to chop it up and have that discussion, I think people will want to hear it. So I would definitely sit back and listen to it because I'm curious. He said you muted because you got a crazy echo.
The only reason, because it just like, I don't know, it sounds like clinging. Then it sounds like it's like another speaker playing with this or somebody else's phone. They listen. It just sounds like an echo, bro. That's all. That's the only reason I'll unmute you again. I don't know if Willie B wanted to get queued up, but if not, bro, if you're not trying to get up on here, I'm gonna close this out.
Nah, master.
Oh, he had us. Yeah, no wonder you had us on speaker. Duh, like that's why it's time.
Y'all hear me better now?
I hear you.
Yeah.
No wonder we sounded crazy. You had us on speaker, bro. You can't do that.
It's respect. That's what I want. That's what I want to be queued up.
I ain't gonna lie though, bro. I'm glad you got on here with that perspective because it opened up another debate that I'm pretty sure a lot of people are having. You know what I'm saying? Or some people are having.
Yeah, about immaturity and being real with the situation. But the realness of the situation, and that's all in this situation. Sometimes we're being unrealistic, and it's unrealistic thing. A lot of us trying to offend us. So more so, I respect us more an explanation and answer rather than try to boot him out the culture.
No, we ain't booting him out the culture.
No, we ain't booting him. Like I said, I think the more rational people wanted it to have some context to it, but without just reacting to the thumbnail. So when you go and watch the battle and there's no reference to or connection to why he's in blackface, then now you have to kind of question it. And then if the explanation that he tried to give didn't match anything at all, too, now you're looking even more crazy. It's like nothing was adding up. So we need some clarification. And maybe some people give their explanation better verbally than in text form. I know I'm one of those people. So
I can't even remember if earlier I said we needed to get him the fuck up out of here, but after talking to Smoov, I'm like, bro, you don't gotta get up out of here. You just gotta have a. If he don't come out and apologize, if he don't come out and just like own up to it and just like apologize, bro, it's gonna get to a point where people just not gonna fuck with him. Like certain people.
People not exactly.
So
exactly.
I don't think if I did say earlier he should get the boot. I reserve judgment to go ahead and change my mind any fucking time I choose. I don't think he should go, but I do think he should go ahead and apologize.
And after y'all muted me, I thought about it. And we gonna keep 1-1 because I got you on the disaster. I didn't know about 11 being caught saying like right. So we 1-1.
He said we 1-1.
I guess.
I definitely got a 2-1 on my side. You know what I'm saying? I think the only side I lost to is when this nigga Smoov started doing his little performance shit. Like when you start rapping bars on here, you know I'm not a battler, so I can't combat bars. So
no, that shit close.
But man, we gonna close out here, man. I don't really had nothing else to add. Smoov, man. Before we get up out of here, man, go ahead and plug everything so that people can rock.
Oh, the album's dropping on the 14th. I'm gonna need everybody to share it on so every streaming platform.
New album ready?
Yeah, got a whole new album popping. Heartbreak Kid, the heartbreak shit finna pop off. I got Bizarre on that thing. Got some production for 100 Bullets. Got some major production for some other cats. Jose Hendrix, Hit Boy on that bitch. Man, shit finna go up. So, y'all look out, make it right. Y'all look out for that shit. Yeah, I'm going crazy. Every streaming platform, I'm gonna need everybody to share it in the culture. We gotta make it something. Because it's for the West.
Oh no, we definitely gonna get behind that, bro. 100, man. I appreciate you being on here, man, giving us your perspective, man.
Nah, you already know. You are nigga, my favorite fucking media in the game, Gangland.
Oh, everything, man.
Except nigga, Coop ain't no hidden character.
Hey, that's I ain't gonna lie. That's I ain't gonna lie. That's another conversation for another show, man. Hey, Smoov, you got out of here losing 2-1. Don't go out of here losing 0-3, bro. Don't get 30 on here right now, bro. We gonna talk about that later, though, man. But yeah, salute my guy Cali Smoov. Salute Coop DeVille for hidden race. Oh man, hidden races, bro. That's hilarious. Hidden races, man.
Cali dope.
But before we get up out of here, man, Ledge, my bro, I appreciate you staying on here with me for all this time, man, chopping it up. I know we probably sounded crazy at first, just going in on it, grilling the situation, and then we kind of got into more level-headedness towards the end. You know what I'm saying? But I appreciate you coming up on the show, unpacking all the narratives with me, man. Let everybody know where they can find you at on all social media platforms and on all platforms where they can hear your show at, man.
Yeah, what up, though? First of all, Nico, always a pleasure, join your platform, man. You are the voice of the West. So, you know what I'm saying, to see the support you get on the West is always dope. Shout out to Cali Smoov and everybody who comes in and chop it up with him. I think everybody needs to support this, man. Like if your B dot pass anybody, like y'all should let y'all fan base know that he out here, man, so he can like grow, get his numbers up, and make the whole West look good as a unit. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's very important. Like he's doing all this groundwork, and I feel like his y'all got to use y'all platforms to lift this brother up, and that's personally how I feel about that. But yeah, man, Ledge Top Tier Podcast, man. You can see me on YouTube. I'm doing interviews, recaps, predictions, live shows. I got a new segment called What Up, Dubs? I got a new segment called Local Lounge, where, inspired by Nico for what he's doing for the West, I feel like I need to tap back in to my roots here based in Detroit and Michigan. So I'm covering all the state of Michigan. So yeah, man, on YouTube, follow me on Twitter at Podtier, Podtier, and my podcast. Once every week, I'll drop something on all streaming services. So yeah, I'm out here trying to just make the rounds, man.
I heard that, man. Definitely appreciate you You know what I'm saying? Taking the time, man. I also appreciate you, man, hooking me up with the artwork. The artwork y'all see on your screen right now, the Nico TV, the voice, that's courtesy of the man who's on the show with me, man. So I definitely appreciate you, you know what I'm saying, looking out for your boy and all that good stuff, man.
No doubt.
Yeah, man, y'all make sure that you rock with him, man. Get on Discord. He's on here, man. Top Tier Podcast on the Discord. Y'all make sure you support the show. Support him on YouTube. Support him on all the podcast platforms that you could think of, man. You know what I'm saying? Your Google Podcast, Spotify, all that kind of stuff. Make sure you are definitely supporting the good brother, man. Make sure that y'all go on the Twitter side of the game as well, at Pod Tier. Y'all make sure that you guys follow him on there. The brother be on there, kicking good game on there, having good lively debates, and all that good stuff. And also, man, you already know me, man. Y'all can find me on Twitter, man, at Nico TV _. I am no longer on Facebook. Facebook is deleted. It's been deleted now for a week. I'm no longer on there. So if y'all need to get in contact with me, hit me up on the Twitter side of the game. I am on Instagram. I ain't gonna lie, I don't really use it like that. I just get up on there and like pictures from time to time. I'll scroll, like some and then I'm back on Twitter. So if you really need to get in contact with me, man, holla at me on Twitter. Also, Facebook, the little Messenger app, I do have Messenger. So those of you who still have access to Messenger, y'all can get at me on there as well. I can't think of anything else to plug or anything like that. Shout out to everybody who was a part of the show. I appreciate y'all. All that good stuff, man. And as always, man, keep it West, man. That's we up out of here, man. West.